adventure.
Tonight's story by Ron Evans deals with the crime of passion. He calls it the Flaming Circle.
In the cool of an early Florida morning, a 10-meter motor launch slipped its moorings and headed out of the harbor. It turned south and towards the string of small islands known as Arline Keys. The sea was calm, and there was a promise of a warm day to come. Steering the launch was Sam Godwin, a very wealthy young Englishman who'd gained the reputation locally of a carefree playboy. The fact that Sam had worked like a slave for 15 years and had a business sense that bordered on genius tended to be ignored by his critics. He'd sold out at the age of 35 and was now determined to live life to its fullest while there was plenty of time left to do so. 2 days previously, he'd been acquitted of a first-degree murder charge through lack of material evidence, and this fishing trip to Arline Keys was intended to help him forget this traumatic experience. Accompanying him was Tina Lindley, his girlfriend, credited to be one of the most beautiful girls in the American South, and she'd won a dozen or more beauty competitions to prove it. Sounds idyllic, doesn't it? But it wasn't. That fishing trip turned out to be the most terrifying experience of Sam Godwin's life.
Cheer up a little, Sam. It's over now. You can forget about it.
I'm doing my best, Tina. When I've fished in a few big ones, I'll feel better.
How long will it take to get there?
About 2 hours, I'd say.
Why go so far? I've heard the fishing's good just off the shore.
Oh, I just feel like getting away from town. A long way. And besides, the fishing at Arline Keys is the best on the coast. Hey, you're not having second thoughts about spending 24 hours alone with an eligible bachelor like me, are you?
Not in the least. 24 days wouldn't worry me. The longer, the better.
That's my girl. Be an angel and pour me some tea from the urn, would you?
Sure thing.
You know, I can't stop thinking about who would want to kill Sue Merrick. She was a harmless girl, even though she did make a nuisance of herself at times.
Oh, she was making a play for you like you were the last man on the planet. It was really because of you that she left her husband.
Yeah, so the district attorney kept repeating at the trial. I didn't encourage Susan, though, you know. I spent most of my time avoiding her towards the end.
Not a very convincing argument, since you were the one who found her dead that night in her apartment.
Oh, damn it all, Tina. Do you think I'd have been fool enough to call the police if I were the culprit?
No.
Nobody saw me go in, and I could have just as easily walked away with nobody being any the wiser.
Easy now, Sam. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm as sure as you are that you had nothing to do with Sue Merrick's murder.
But it's odd why she telephoned me to drive over and see her. It must have been only minutes before I arrived that she was killed.
Her poor husband, August. He was so shattered by it all.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. And completely convinced that I murdered her. August had it in for me from the day Sue walked out on him. But he only had himself to blame, you know. Happens all the time when an elderly man marries a virile young woman like Sue.
Oh, Sam, it's such a depressing subject. Try to forget about it, darling.
Yeah, all right. I'll do my best. Here, you take over the wheel for a spell. Just keep steering her south-southeast.
Right on.
Sam Godwin's estimate of their time of arrival off the bare rocky islands was dead correct. He turned east to a fishing spot he knew, some 8 miles offshore, where he dropped the launch's speed down to 5 knots and carefully eyed the game fishing grounds.
Tina,
What is it, honey?
Be a good girl and pass me that box from under the seat you're lying on.
Which? Oh, this long wooden one?
Yes, that's it. Bring it up here.
What's inside it?
Oh, nothing special. It's, where I keep most of my fishing tackle.
Oh.
I checked it over yesterday afternoon, and I got it ready for this trip. There's everything inside to catch the big ones. Oh, what a gorgeous day. I think I'll just cut the engine and we can drift.
You're right, Sam. It's one of the nicest days we've had this month. I'm tempted to take a dip over the side.
Oh, well, don't even try it. The sharks here are big enough to swallow you whole without even noticing.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Seems a great pity, though.
Well, now, what shall I go for? A nice big blue marlin or a... Hey, what's this? I'm sure it wasn't here yesterday afternoon.
Well, it's only an envelope.
Yes, I can see that, but how did it get in here? It's addressed to me. It's a damn strange way of delivering mail, I must say. It's not easy to read. It's... Hey, what is this? Some kind of a sick joke?
Oh, excuse me reading over your shoulder, but why would August Merrick be writing to you, of all people?
I always knew he was a bit peculiar. He says I'm to tune in my ship-to-shore radio to 1515 kilocycles at 10:30 precisely.
What for, I wonder?
Oh, he's a nutcase. Why should I bother? He's caused me enough hassles already.
Oh, it wouldn't hurt to listen in. I'm curious, and it could be important.
Yeah, it made me curious, too. At a guess, I'd say he wants to call me a lot of nasty names. Well, let's see, it's some 10:20 now. That's 10 minutes to wait.
Oh, he timed it perfectly, as though he knew exactly when you'd open that box.
I made no secret of where I was going. Just about everyone in the harbor must have seen me pottering about there yesterday. The old codger must have waited for me to leave and then come on board and stuck his note in the box. Well, come on, let's go into the cabin and tune into what the idiot has to say. There's not a peep out of him, and it's gone 25 to 11 already.
Well, we're quite far away. Is his radio as good as yours?
It's better. He's a radio ham. That's the old boy's hobby.
Or maybe he's just trying to bug you.
Yeah, well, I'm beginning to think so. I have a good mind to ignore him and get on with the fishing.
Give him a few more minutes, honey. All kinds of things might have delayed him.
You know, I think I'll take a cruise for a few weeks, get him off my back. Old August is just the type to dedicate the rest of his life to bombarding me with poison pen letters and anonymous phone calls. It would make him feel he's getting even with me in some way.
Oh, I wouldn't take him too seriously, Sam. He's quite harmless, really.
Yeah?
In a few months, he'll have gotten over Sue's death and found somebody else that interests him. You were acquitted of killing her, and there's nothing he can do to harm you. Is it your fault if his wife takes an unwanted infatuation to you?
Oh, I don't think he sees it in quite the same way, unfortunately.
Calling Seafoam. Can you read me?
Hey, that's him. Where is he?
I'm calling Seafoam. Can you read me? Come in, Seafoam.
Seafoam answering. Reading you loud and clear. What do you want, August?
Hello, Godwin. You enjoying your fishing? Over?
I haven't had a chance to start yet, thanks to your cryptic message. And why are you going to so much trouble to ask me a damn fool question like that? Over.
You had better catch something worthwhile before it is too late.
What does he mean by that crack, Sam?
Speak your mind, August. What the hell do you mean?
Enjoy yourself for the few minutes you have left. 22 of them, to be precise. Over.
Look, are you trying to say that you've boobied Seafoam? That you've put a bomb on board?
Sam.
A wonderful guess, Godwin. Top marks for comprehension.
I don't believe it.
There's a charge there big enough to blow you all the way back to town.
You're crazy, August. I didn't kill Sue. You must believe that.
You did kill her, Godwin. I shall always believe it. But it makes no difference. Nothing can stop the Big Bang now. You you are already a dead man, Godwin.
Sam, you must get him to tell you where it is.
Shh, hold on, Tina. I'm doing my best.
If you are thinking of using your inflatable dinghy, don't. It has more holes in it than a sieve.
What?
And there are far too many sharks at Arline Keys to risk swimming. Better to depart this life in one big bang than by the teeth of a shark, huh?
Look, August, you have to be joking about this. You're just trying to give me a bad scare. That's right, isn't it? Hmm?
It is no joke, Godwin. The charge is set for 11. But I would like to hear your confession before I switch off. Over.
No, don't switch off, please.
So you will confess?
No, of course I won't. There's nothing to confess. Please try to believe that, August. Somebody else killed Sue. I swear it wasn't me.
Very well, Godwin. Goodbye.
No,
Over and out.
He's crazy, Sam. Don't let him go off like that.
I can't stop him from switching off. August, are you still listening? August!
Sam.
Damn, he's gone.
Oh, Sam.
I'd like to bet he'll come back on before 11, just to gloat.
Well, what are we going to do?
I don't know. Let me think this through.
There's 18 minutes left, Sam.
I know. He could still be bluffing, but I doubt it. He's too bitter to make jokes like this. Here, let me try to inflate the rubber dinghy.
Right.
Here it is. Now, if I can just pull this cord to inflate it.
He was bluffing, Sam. It's inflating.
No, it isn't. The air's escaping from a dozen or more puncture holes. Look at them. Blast the man. We wouldn't get more than 100 yards in this thing.
Well, the life preservers?
Life preservers? Well, all they'll do is make you dangle on the surface like shark bait. Now, look, Tina, I want you to start searching this boat from stem to stern.
Right.
If you see anything suspicious, call me. Don't touch it. And search systematically.
And what'll you be doing meantime? Sunbathing?
You can cut out the sarcasm. There's just an outside chance we can reach the nearest island before the deadline. At the same time, I'll call up Jim Harmsworth of the Harbor Police. Now move it, Tina. Right. The minutes are ticking by. Hello, Harbor Control. Do you read me? Harbor Control, are you there, Jim? This is Seafoam calling Harbor Control. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. How's the fishing, Sam?
Forget the fishing and listen closely to what I'm telling you. That nut, August Merrick, has planted an explosive device on board, and it's due to detonate at 11. Is there a boat nearby you can send to pick us up?
Are you being serious, Sam?
I'm dead serious. Can you do something?
Oh, okay. I'll see what I can do. What's your position?
We're 8 miles due east of Arline Key, and I'm heading straight in. The trouble is the reefs.
Well, don't risk it unless you're planning on feeding the sharks. What about your life raft?
Forget it. It's been sabotaged.
You best stay where you are. I'll see if I can get a boat to you. Meanwhile, I'll contact the city police and get them to pick up Merrick.
Right.
Maybe you can tell us how to defuse the explosive. Where is it, you know?
I've got Tina Lindley with me. She's checking the boat over now.
All right. Well, stay on this channel, Sam, and I'll do all I can. Over.
Thanks, Jim. But there's not much time left. Over and out.
What are you stopping for?
We could never make it in time. And if there are any other boats on the fishing grounds, well, we'd be heading away from them. You haven't found anything?
I've looked everywhere.
Well, then, that means there's only one place left. Under or around the engine.
I looked there.
Harbor Control to Seafoam. Come in, Seafoam.
That'll be Jim with some news for us. Hello, Jim. What have you got? Over.
Just got a fix on Glory Bay. She's heading full blast your way.
Oh, boy, that's a relief.
Not really. She's not going to reach your position until 10 after 11.
What?
Jim.
Well, then all they'll find then is wreckage.
There's something else, Sam. When I called the city police, they just got in a report from a patrol car. They just answered a call from Merrick's house. They found him okay, dangling from a rope in his garage. He was dead.
Sam.
Nothing, no. If I didn't know better, I'd say there's no explosive. But there is somewhere.
After 2 complete searches, there can't be.
There is one other place, but I've been desperately hoping we wouldn't have to look there. The hull.
Well, how could he put a bomb down there?
Easy. A limpet mine attached to the outside of the hull by a suction cup.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll bet that's what he's done. Now I come to think about it, I remember that August used to do a fair amount of skin diving in the harbor.
Well, I'll go over the side and see. I was the best underwater swimmer at school.
August took that possibility into consideration. Sharks, remember? There must be a dozen of them circling the boat at this very moment.
We've less than 12 minutes left, Sam. I'm willing to risk it rather than sit here and do nothing.
You're quite a girl, Tina, but I can't let you do it.
I can be in and out again before the sharks can aim at me.
I said no, so put those clothes back on again.
I've got to do it.
Tina, don't do it. No, the crazy girl. She doesn't stand a chance.
Sam helplessly stared over the side. He could see her slim shape in the clear water as she swam along the hull, and it seemed like an eternity before she returned to the surface. At the same time, 2 black, shiny fins, which had been cutting the water some 30 feet away, increased speed before dipping below the surface.
Hurry, Tina, for heaven's sake! Here, give me a hand, quickly. That's it. There we go. There. Oh, boy, that was close.
Never mind. I saw it, the bomb.
What did it look like?
Like a dome with a screw clamp over it.
What do you mean, a screw clamp?
Well, a bracket attached to the hull with a handle.
Sounds like a limpet mine to me. I don't know where August got it.
How can it be taken off the hull?
Well, the handle has to be turned to relieve the suction.
I'll go down again and do it.
Oh, no, you don't. Not this time.
Let go of me, Sam. It's got to be done, and now.
Now, listen, will you just stop a minute and give me a chance to think?
Well, there's no time.
8 minutes. I have the glimmer of an idea. Heaven knows if it'll work, though.
What will work?
Petrol. Gasoline floats, doesn't it?
Well, sure.
I have a 30-gallon tank of it here.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Well, if I pour petrol over the side all around the boat and I light it, perhaps it might scare off the sharks.
Oh.
Seafoam has a steel hull, you see, so the flames will only damage the paintwork. It's worth a try.
Okay, so do it, Sam. Maybe I'll feel like one of those circus animals that jump through a blazing hoop.
You won't, because I'm doing the diving this time.
You're a lousy swimmer, Sam. And the way you smoke, you'll never hold your breath for long enough.
No. Look, let me show you how to pour the fuel and light it.
I'm doing the diving. I owe it to you.
What do you mean, Tina? You don't owe me a thing.
Better get moving with that petrol because I'm going.
Tina, come back!
Don't come any closer, Sam, or I'll jump anyway. Now hurry, please.
You amaze me, Tina. Suddenly you're like a totally different person.
Not all women go to pieces in a stress situation, and this is my response to it. How long do you think the gasoline will burn?
About 5 minutes before it disperses, or we drift out of it.
Well, that's long enough.
Come on. Now, listen. When you get down there, turn the handle clockwise, all right? It'll be stiff. But as soon as it turns, the mine will fall away and sink.
And that's when you'll see me surface like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, right. There we go. I just soak these 2 pieces of my shirt in petrol. And then light them. You ready, Tina?
Whenever you are.
Well, just play that it works. Here goes. Jump!
Tina went straight to the limpet mine and took a firm grip of the handle. It was tight. Very tight. As she strained, Tina glanced down and to one side. 2 large sharks moved slowly through the water. Sam Godwin's flames may have driven them from the surface, but only to drive them under to where they were an even greater menace. She tried to take her mind off them while she strained desperately to turn the handle. Meanwhile, in the boat, conditions had become almost intolerable. The circle of flames raised the temperature to near roasting level. Sam sought refuge in a corner of the cabin, while outside all the combustible fittings caught alight. Then suddenly, the flames flickered and were gone, and a faint, cool breeze swiftly lowered the temperature. With his skin tingling and wet with perspiration, Sam apprehensively looked over the side, almost burning himself on the still hot rail. To his horror, he saw a menacing dark shape turn belly up and race for Tina, who was in the act of surfacing. He frenziedly leant over the rail to grasp her hands as they broke the surface.
Tina, quickly! I've got you! Tina, no! Oh, no, not that!
As he held her hands, he felt the sharp jerk as she was nearly wrenched from his grasp. Then Tina went limp. Exerting almost superhuman strength, he pulled her over the side and into the boat. Stooping beside her, he gazed with horror at the mutilated, once beautiful body.
Tina, darling, what can I do to help you? Tina, can you hear me? Tina.
It's all right, Sam. I got it off. The bomb. You're safe.
Darling, if only there could have been some other way.
I'm a mess, aren't I? A goner, as they say in the movies.
You should have let me die.
No, that wouldn't have been right. I mean, it was my duty, my obligation to you.
Tina, please.
I doubt if you'd have even reached the bomb anyway. Then we'd have both been blown up.
Darling, you'll... Easy now. Easy, Tina. Easy.
August was right. That bomb would have blown us all the way back to town.
Well, if only there was something I could do to...
It's not too terrible, Sam. Nature provides her own anesthetic. I just feel numb all over. It's a kind of poetic justice, I guess.
What?
Me dying like this. August Merrick will be happy if he's watching me from up there.
I'm lost. What are you talking about?
I want you to know that I love you more than even my own life.
Darling, please.
And that was why I killed Sue Merrick. So she couldn't steal you away from me.
What are you saying?
I was crazy with jealousy, Sam.
You killed Sue? But darling, there was nothing to be jealous about. How did you... I don't understand.
Her apartment door was open and I went in to have a showdown. She called me a gold digger and a whole lot of other unpleasant things. Then I killed her. Nobody saw me arrive or leave. I know they tried to blame you, Sam, but I guess you'd be acquitted. If you hadn't, I would have confessed. Honestly, please believe that.
Yes, darling. Yes, I do believe you. I do.
This morning, I was so happy. I thought we were in the clear.
Tina, I don't know what to say. Tina? She's gone. She's paid the price. Oh, what an awful mess.
Hi there, seafoam!
You can come alongside.
Hey, your boat's been burned black!
Yes. And all for nothing.
Sam was so shattered by his experience that he was unable to face the long journey back alone. He accepted the kind offer of a tow and gently wrapped Tina's body in a borrowed blanket and placed it safely in the cockpit of his launch. On the return journey, he reported to Jim Harmsworth what had happened to Tina, but without mentioning her dying confession. She'd paid for her crime already, and in a particularly gruesome manner. Sue was dead, August was dead, and so was his darling Tina. Nothing could be gained by dragging up the whole terrible affair again. Let sleeping dogs lie. When he came alongside the jetty, Sam moored his boat and wearily climbed the stone steps. Jim Harmsworth was waiting at the top for him.
Hey, you look all in, Sam. Sorry about Tina. She was a good kid. Brave, too, by all accounts.
That's it, Jim. Brave and impetuous. You know what I'm going to do?
Tell me.
I'm going to give Tina a nice funeral. And then I'm going to leave this place forever. I'll keep traveling around this world until the horror is wiped clear from my memory.
Could take a long time, Sam.
Yes, probably my lifetime.
High Adventure is produced by Henry Diffenthal. High Adventure.
Tonight's story is entitled Final Ultimatum.
The trouble with you, Jim, is that you're too damned old-fashioned.
Now, easy on, Reg. Just hold your hair on. I've got good reasons for resisting change. There's a world recession right now. Fuel prices are going up and up. Buying 2 more planes could bankrupt us.
Business is a gamble. If you don't gamble, you go down the drain.
Right, I agree with you, Reg, but now is not the time.
Look, there's cargo for us to fly, Jim. It's not that the business isn't there for us to pick up.
For instance?
Well, what about Decker Engineering?
They use Arctic Air Cargo Services.
Yeah, and we can snatch the contract right out from under Arctic's noses. We can lose them when it comes to efficiency.
No, Deckers won't break a contract and has 2 more years to run. Then we can tender for it.
We have to expand, Jim. Can't you see that? This is just plain crazy. Arctic have doubled their air cargo fleet in the last year.
And their planes are flying half empty. Not to mention that the company's up to its ears in debt. And right now, we are on a solid financial footing. We've got a good cash flow. When we start borrowing to buy more planes at these horrific interest rates, we go bust. Is that what you want?
You know damn well I don't want that, but I do want to see us grow.
We'll grow, Reg. But at the right time.
By that time, it'll be too late. Okay, Jim. I can't do anything without your agreement, but I advise you to think it over. Ellen, are you there?
Oh, come in, Reg. You're just in time for coffee.
Thanks. I could use a cup.
What brings you here?
Oh, I've just had a go at Jim. He's as damn cautious as they make him.
The 2 planes you want to buy?
He won't even listen. All I get out of him is beware the recession.
He's right. The company's doing fine, so why tamper with it?
Oh, no. I can tell he's been talking to you.
He has to. We're married.
Well, I was hoping you'd talk him into it.
Oh, no way.
I'd be wasting my breath.
Yep.
You know, I'm beginning to regret the partnership.
I don't see why. Neither of you could have started up Saturn Air Freight without the other. You're a lousy businessman, but you can fly. Jim's an excellent businessman, but can't fly.
Well,
You both put all your capital into buying your first plane. The idea being that you did the flying and Jim attended to the business side. Okay, so that's how it is. And now you have 4 planes. You attend to the operations and Jim does the scribbling.
he's scribbling us out of business.
Oh, how can you say that? Every year our profits have doubled. Even this year, in spite of the recession.
Oh, it's nice coffee.
Yeah, that's it, Reg. Relax. As Jim says, this is a period for marking time. Enjoy what you have.
What happened, Ellen?
When? What do you mean?
Between us?
Reg, you promised that would never be mentioned between us again.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel any different towards you.
Please, Reg. It was a mistake.
For me, it was wonderful. I still love you, Ellen.
No, don't touch me. It's over, Reg. Accept it. Go home to Carla. She needs you more than I do.
Oh, nothing seems to be right.
Oh, Reg, cheer up. You've got a lovely home, a beautiful wife, and 2 gorgeous children.
Yeah, sure.
What more can a man expect from life?
Oh, I don't know.
You're just depressed because you're bored. You need to take an interest in something.
I did. You.
Once, Reg. 1 day of weakness. But never again. If you must philander, fly down to Montreal and find someone there to play with.
Jim never suspected, did he? I mean, what have you got to lose, Ellen? We could get away with it again and again. He's too damn busy with his paperwork to notice.
How can I make you understand, Reg? I don't want to get away with anything. I don't want you to touch me again, ever.
Ellen...
If you knew how guilty I felt these last few weeks...
You know, you surprise me. I thought you were adventurous. And instead you've turned out to be nothing but a dutiful housewife. Life's a bore.
I wish you'd snap out of this depression. It's catching. Where is Carla?
Oh, she's taken the kids to the lake for the day. Another dutiful housewife.
One day you'll be thankful that she is.
Oh, well, I guess I'll go for a drive. I might even take a spin down to Montreal, and I'll come back late tonight.
Well, have a nice time, Reg. And give my love to Carla when you see her.
Yeah, sure I will.
How was it, Jim?
Well, I still reckon you're the best cook this side of the Rocky Mountains.
Oh, I see. So who do you know that's better on the other side?
Okay, the best in the world.
Reg called at lunchtime.
Huh?
He was in an awful state.
Yeah, we had an argument.
He told me. I think he was looking for sympathy, but he didn't get it.
He's so damned impetuous. By next week, he'll be coming to me with another crazy idea.
He's bored, and I don't think things are working out well between him and Carla.
Domestic affairs shouldn't interfere with business.
Sure, but you left here terribly depressed.
Now, to buy planes now would be financial suicide. Why can't he be satisfied with things the way they are?
He should do more flying.
Yeah, well, it could be it. Just acting as a relief is only taking him up once a week, but it was his own idea. I can take over operations, but he won't let me. But with just 4 aircraft, there isn't enough work to keep his mind occupied. Why should I worry about him?
Because he's your partner, Jim. Oh, surely you can both sit down and work something out between you. Find something that'll give him more work to do.
Like buying 2 more planes,
Oh, no. No, I agree with you on that. Look, I'm not familiar with the workings of an air freight business, but I'm sure there must be a solution to Reg's problems.
I wish to hell I knew it.
And they had a lovely day.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Carla, can't you shut that kid up? Its yelling is getting on my nerves.
A child has to cry sometimes. All right, Peter, there's your bottle. You're getting Daddy angry again. There, is that better?
bribery.
But efficient. What's the matter with you, Reg? Be honest with me.
Nothing's the matter. Just leave me alone, will you?
Your nerves are shot.
Shut up!
You should see a doctor. Get some help.
Look, just watch your mouth, woman. I don't need a doctor. If you can just keep the kids from squawking, I'll be okay.
It's one of the perils of being a father. You went to see Ellen today.
How do you know?
She phoned me.
Why?
To tell me how depressed you are.
Is that all?
Yes. You just talked. Am I right?
I suppose so.
Well, that isn't an answer.
We just talked.
Yes, I believe you. I don't think she would have phoned me if anything had happened between you.
Oh, stop moaning, will you? It only happened once, that's all. A couple of hours of fun, that's all it was.
I wonder.
Well, wonder all you like. There's nothing between us. Not last week, not today, and not in the future. Forget it, will you, Carla? Just pretend it never happened. Everything will be fine.
I do try to forget. I wouldn't have known if you yourself hadn't told me in a fit of drunken boasting. I should take lessons from her, you told me.
Did I? Honest?
I should have called round and asked her for the lurid details, shouldn't I, Reg?
Look, Carla, I'm sorry. Don't ever mention to Ellen that you know, please. The embarrassment. Just forget all about it.
I'm trying, Reg. Are you flying tomorrow?
Maybe. I think I'll go for a spin in the Piper Cub. After I've done my day's work, of course, which takes me less than an hour.
Morning, Reg.
Hi. I'm taking the Cub up for a spin.
Oh, yeah? Going to be long?
I don't know. I might take it into my head to fly down to Montreal.
I want to talk to you about that little fracas we had yesterday.
I'm not in the mood, Jim. We can talk later.
Okay, as you wish.
Unless you've changed your mind.
Nope. Sorry, Reg. I'm still standing by what I said.
Okay, Jim. I'll be seeing you.
Hello?
Hello, Ellen. I'm on my way over.
Oh, Reg, I'm busy doing my housework.
Well, hurry it up. I'll be there in 10 minutes to take you out.
Honestly, Reg, I can't.
10 minutes is all you got.
Well, he's becoming a nuisance.
Come on, Ellen. Do you good. You're looking pale.
Reg, why don't you take Carla flying instead?
She's down at the lake. Again.
I don't think Jim will like me going flying with you.
Why not? He's too tied up to worry. Come on, please, Ellen. Just to keep me company.
How long would we be?
A couple of hours, no more. I'll run east as far as the foothills, taking the scenery. And then we come back.
Well, I don't know.
Come on, when was the last time you flew?
3 years ago.
Well, there, it'll do you good then. Put a bit of color in your cheeks.
Reg, if this is straight, I mean, you're not planning to land somewhere and try some monkey business.
Dead straight, Ellen, believe me. We're just good friends now, I accept that. Well, how about it?
Okay, it'll make a nice change.
I'm giving you 5 minutes to get ready. This is a nice little plane for sightseeing.
Don't climb too high, Reg.
Oh, it's okay. I'll stay below the cloud ceiling.
There's your house.
Yeah, and the lake about 3 miles beyond.
You told me a lie, Reg.
What do you mean?
Carla is at home. I can see your children playing in the garden.
Okay, so I'm caught out. I had to make some excuse so you'd come with me.
But what's that you're getting out?
Oh, you got eyes. My best bottle of malt whiskey.
You're not going to drink.
Why not?
Well, It's illegal while you're flying.
Oh, who's to know? Come on, Ellen. Don't be so damn prissy.
Reg, if you want a drink, land me.
No. I can handle this plane when I'm asleep. Look at it, just like a car.
Reg, I want you to take me down.
No way, Ellen. We're out for a joyride, and that's just what it's gonna be.
Yep, come in.
I'm sorry, Jim. Am I disturbing you?
Hi, Carla. No, not at all. Come in, sit down.
Have you seen Reg?
Yeah, he's up in the Pipe with Cub. Went for a spin.
Where's Ellen?
At home.
She isn't. I just called. The house is locked up.
Oh? Well, that's funny. She doesn't usually go out in the morning. Maybe she slipped out to the store.
Her car's in the garage.
Well, did you try our neighbors? Sometimes she goes for a chat.
Well, I asked. They haven't seen her. Do you think she's with Reg?
Well, I don't know. Why should she be?
It's possible.
Nah, I'm sure Reg would have told me.
Can you find out?
Yeah, sure. Simple. Radio's just here. I'll call him up.
Right.
Hello, Control calling Cub. Come in. Over. Hello, Control calling Cub. Come in, please. Over.
Hi, Jim. Something wrong? Over.
Carla's here. She's been looking for Ellen. Is she with you? Over.
Carla's with you?
Well, that's just what I said. Are you alone there? Over.
Ellen is sitting right beside me.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Why is Carla looking for her?
Well, search me. Hold on. Carla, was there something you wanted to tell Ellen?
No, I was just curious.
You hear that, Reg? She was just curious.
Yeah, when Carla gets curious, it means there's trouble brewing. Anyway, Jim, we're okay up here. Back in a couple of hours. See you then. Over and out.
There you are, Carla. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, Jim, you big, lovable, gullible fellow. It's time you realize the truth.
What truth?
About Reg and Ellen. They're lovers.
There you are, Ellen. He couldn't care less whether you're with me or not.
All right, Reg. Now, all I want you to do is fly back to the company airstrip and land.
You're not enjoying yourself, Ellen?
No.
Oh, come on. Where's your spirit of adventure?
This isn't adventure. The way you're drinking, Reg, it's closer to suicide.
Oh, stop fussing. I'm just fine. And I do want you to get a divorce from Jim and marry me.
Oh, don't be stupid.
It's what I want.
I don't want to hear any more. Good. I see you're turning back.
Oh, yeah, I'm turning back, but not for the reason you want.
What do you mean?
Look, I'm tired of your husband telling me what I can and can't do. I'm going to give the orders for a change. And before I land, I want 2 promises. One from you, one from him.
That whiskey's gone to your head, Reg.
It made me see clearly how to handle things. If I can't have a little of my own way, then life just isn't worth living.
You're talking like a spoiled child. What are these promises you're demanding?
From you, I want to promise that you'll divorce Jim and marry me. From Jim, I want him to agree to buy those 2 new planes.
This is being ridiculous. He won't agree. And I have no intention of marrying you, so just forget it, will you?
Then we die together.
Now, I know you're just trying to scare me.
Oh, yeah? You just wait till we get over the airstrip.
And what then?
The ultimatum. If you and Jim refuse to go along, then no ammo. We go out in a ball of flame.
Only happened once, you said.
So Reg says. I believe him.
Helen and I were going through a sticky patch in our relationship at the time. I suppose I asked for it. Just wish it hadn't been Reg. Well, I gotta say, Carla, you're being remarkably cool and sensible about it.
Oh, there's no option. I have to consider the children. Why should they suffer for my pride?
Yeah. Well, more married folks should look at it that way, but... Anyway, what you told me, I'll keep it to myself as best I can. I don't think Reg will find Ellen quite so willing if he tries again.
I hope you're right, Jim.
Hello? Hello? Control here, over.
Jim, I want you to take this as calmly as you can. Reg is flying us back to the airstrip. He's as drunk as a coot and threatening to crash the plane unless...
Go on, Ellen. Tell him the facts.
Are you there, Jim?
Yeah, I'm here, Ellen. Over.
He wants a promise that you'll buy those 2 planes. If you don't, he says he'll crash the plane onto the office building.
Jim, that's right.
Why are you doing the talking for it?
Because...
Go on. Tell him everything.
He wants me to divorce you and marry him.
Jim.
What do you think about that idea, Ellen?
I've already told him to drop dead. He thinks it's funny, Jim, but I'm terrified out of my wits. Reg has drunk most of a bottle of malt whiskey.
Okay, try not to be scared. I think he's bluffing.
That's easy for you to say, Jim, but I don't think he is. No.
Okay, Jim. You've got the picture now. What's your answer?
I think you should land and see a shrink.
Listen, in a few minutes I'll be over the landing strip. I want an answer by then. I'm closing down the radio until then to give you a chance to make up your mind. Over and out.
Jim, what are we going to do?
I don't know. Reg is out of his mind.
Well, you can agree to his terms, and when he lands, tell him to go fly a kite. At least that way Ellen will be safe.
Yeah, I was thinking along those lines.
Reg, will you stop drinking and listen to me?
I've been listening all along. As for the drinking, the damn bottle's empty.
What if Jim agrees and says he'll buy the new planes? Huh? There's no way you can hold him to it.
Jim always keeps his word.
Oh, he can easily renege if it's been given under duress.
And what about you? You're part of the deal.
There's no way I'll leave Jim. You can forget that.
Okay, so we go out and blaze the glory.
Look, is there any way I can make you see sense?
What I want makes sense already, Ellen. I love you and I want to see our company grow.
What good will a one-sided love affair do you?
You'll learn to love me again.
I never loved you in the first place. How can I make you understand? Why are you still clutching that empty bottle? Come, here, give it to me. I'll put it in the back.
Okay.
Thanks.
We're coming over the airstrip now.
Sorry, Reg. Damn. How does this radio work? Oh, that must be it. Hello? Jim? Can you hear me?
Ellen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
Plane's coming up to the airstrip now.
Jim, I've knocked Reg out with a bottle. He's slumped in his seat and his head's bleeding badly.
No. How are you going to get down?
Just tell me what to do.
You're coming in at just over 1,000 feet. Somehow you'll have to get him out of his seat.
Well, I could unfasten his seatbelt and pull him away.
No, don't do that yet. Look, first you need more altitude. Can you reach the stick in front of Reg?
Yeah?
Well, if you can, pull it back gently, not too far. Watch the dial marked horizon in front of you.
Yeah?
Let it go up slightly. There's another dial marked altitude. Do you see it?
Yes?
Okay, the needle should go around to the figure 2.
Right.
And when it gets there, ease back the stick until the horizon's level. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes, I'm pulling it back now.
Well, careful you don't move the stick right or left.
The altimeter needle is moving.
Good. Now keep your eyes on that and the horizon. I can see you through the window, Ellen. You're just doing fine.
It's scary, Jim.
Yeah, I know. But you must keep your wits about you. There's nothing to it. Just know how.
The needle is coming up to the figure 2. Right, it's on it now.
Okay. Now you level out by easing the stick forward. Keep your eyes on that false horizon.
Jim, I think I've hurt Reg pretty badly. There's so much blood.
Carl's going to call our emergency services. Don't worry about Reg now. Concentrate on getting that plane down. Are you level yet?
Yes. The marker's on false horizon to parallel.
Good, that's how they should be. Good girl. Okay. Now look in front of you. There are 2 yellow switches marked autopilot. You see them?
Yes?
Good, now switch them on. They should light up.
Right. Okay, they're lit.
Right, now you're on autopilot, so you're free to try and get Reg out of that seat. Be as quick as you can. Every second you're getting further away from the airstrip.
I'll push him down to one side. He's such a weight. What a mess. Oh, damn, no wonder I forgot his seatbelt. There he goes. Okay, Jim. I'm in his seat.
Good. Now, first, I want to know your fuel position. Can you see the gas gauge? What's it reading?
Now, which one? Yeah. The needle reads 32.
That's fine. You've got no problems there. You comfortable?
That's a laugh. I'm shaking like a giant bowl of Jell-O.
Yeah, I should think you would be. Okay. Now, switch off the autopilot.
Okay, Jim. Now I'm in control again.
Good girl. Shift the stick a little to the right, and at the same time, watch the horizon in your compass.
Okay.
The compass should be reading... let me see.
It's reading 187.
Okay, you've got it. Right, now ease the stick over and let the compass needle come around until it reads 007.
The wing is dipping.
That's all right, it should. Now, don't worry about it. Just watch that compass needle. Where's it now?
245 and going up.
Well, that's just fine, Ellen. When it's getting close to 007, straighten the stick up again.
Jim, there's a problem.
Yeah, what is it?
It's Reg. He's coming too.
No, not in the tongue. Hit him with something.
Well, I couldn't, Jim. Not again. Besides, there isn't anything to hit him with. What am I going to do, Jim? He's crawling round behind me.
Jim, the fire tender has arrived and the ambulance... Is something wrong?
Reg has come to and Ellen's not answering. Ellen, can you hear me?
Yes, Jim.
What's he doing?
He's sitting, just staring and doing nothing.
Well, he must be still dead.
What's your compass reading?
Oh, yeah, it's 345.
Okay, straighten up now. Push the stick a little forward and watch your altimeter.
Right.
In a few minutes, you got to get ready to reduce power and lower the flaps and undercarriage.
Oh, Jim, it all sounds Chinese to me.
Don't worry, Ellen. As long as you do exactly what I tell you, there's nothing to fear. Here, it'll make you feel better, darling.
Thanks.
What's the phone call?
A caller from the hospital.
Huh?
Reg is suffering from concussion and severe lacerations.
He's damn lucky he wasn't incinerated in a crashed plane.
And so am I. What's going to happen to him now?
There's no evidence to say he really intended to carry out his threat. It's like Carlos says, I think. He's mentally unstable. Some intensive psychiatric treatment will put him right.
Jim, I only realized just after I landed. I thought you couldn't fly.
I'm glad you didn't mention that while you were up there.
What?
I was standing at the mic here with just a textbook and my own memory of the plane's instrument panel in my mind.
You mean...
I mean you were lucky. No, Alan, we were both lucky.
I feel dizzy just thinking about it.
Well, just one word of warning for the future. No more joyriding with strange men.
You need never worry about that again, Jim. That's a most solemn promise.
High Adventure is produced by Henry Diffenthal. High Adventure. Tonight's story is entitled The End of the Road by Denver Morgan. 1944, the Burma Campaign. The hard, bitter, and almost forgotten chapter of World War II. Allied forces pushed through the damp, humid tropical jungles. Ambush, counter-ambush. Violent death in every shadow. Death from tropical disease, lingering and sour. On the 9th of July, 2 men, Pilot Officer Michael Thompson of the Royal Air Force and Sergeant Joseph Maloney, American Army Air Corps, met on an isolated airstrip somewhere a few miles from nowhere.
You the guy who flies that thing over there?
That's right. What can I do for you?
Well, I wonder if I could hitch a ride with you down to the airstrip in G sector.
Why didn't you go with the rest a week ago?
I got sick, malaria. So they left me behind. Your army doctors just let me out.
You're welcome to come with me. But I better go across and see the colonel. You know what they're like.
Okay, let's wander over. Oh, suppose I'd better put a shirt on.
Tell me, what's your rank?
Sergeant Air Corps. I was in the crew that built the airstrip. They're starting another one further south now.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Maloney. Joe Maloney.
Oh, Mike Thompson.
You an Army pilot or RAF?
RAF, Army Co-op Squadron. You know, artillery spotting, general reconnaissance.
You an officer?
Yes, but don't let it worry you.
Okay.
I'm only a pilot officer, the lowest of the low. Started out as an aircraftsman back in 1940. Joe, one thing. When we see the colonel, make sure you salute and call him sir. Oh, that's fixed that. We leave in the morning. Where are you sleeping?
When they kicked me out of the hospital, they told me go find a place for yourself.
Oh, you're welcome to share my tent. It's the one over there next to the radio.
Oh, fine. I'll go get my gear.
Oh, you haven't got much, have you?
No, just a kit bag.
Let's go for a beer.
Oh, that's a great idea. Hey, you're sure your officer pals won't mind you drinking with a non-com?
No. Things are pretty slack around here. Anyway, a Yank will be a novelty. They're few and far between out here.
That's a good drop. How long will it take us to get down to G sector?
Oh, it's about 200 miles. Say, 3 hours flying. You done any flying?
Only as a passenger. That crate we're going in, what is it?
They call it the J3. It's the military version of the Piper Cub. Ideal for this type of work. Very slow, cruises about 72 miles an hour. Endurance of about 4. What do you do in Civvy Street?
I was serving my time as a motor mechanic in L.A. War came along, so I never finished. You?
Oh, just a salesman. Used to sell roofing materials for a building firm. I hated the job.
Yeah.
When I was called up, I was almost pleased. You married?
You?
Yes. Have another beer, then we'll call today.
Yeah, great.
I got a few things I must attend to. I'll see you in the morning, round about 8. You happy in the back there?
Yeah, sure thing.
Right. Let's go. Feel okay?
Yeah. Hey, it's a great day. Are we likely to run into any Jap warplanes?
You must be joking. They're way to the north. There are a few companies of troops on the ground, and the Army's cleaning them out slowly but surely. We're halfway there.
Yeah, I'll be glad when I'm out of this thing. Sure is hot. Where'd you go after this?
I don't know. Find out when I get there.
Hey, what's wrong?
Not sure. I've switched tanks. Maybe an air block in the line.
Wow, don't do that again. Well, what's happening?
Nothing I can do. There's no self-starter. I'll try putting her into a dive. It's not the recommended procedure, but she might pick up if the wings don't fall off.
Oh, great.
We're at 5,000 feet. If it hasn't fired at 1,000, we'll have to find a place to land.
A place to land in this? I can't even see a bit of ground. There's nothing but mile-high trees.
No joy. We're going to have to go down.
There, over to the right. See? There's a clearing.
Yes, I've got it.
Can't you raise base on the radio?
They'd never pick us up from here. The other thing is,
If I do, the Japs could monitor us and pinpoint our position.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Make sure your safety harness is fastened and put your jacket in front of your face. Now stay clear of all the controls.
Yeah, what do I do after that?
Pray.
Think you can make it?
Yeah, of course. Piece of cake. Now don't get the wind up. I'm going to slip off the last 500 feet.
You okay, Mike? You okay? Hey, Mike, are you hurt?
I banged my head on the compass. I can't see. I'm gonna be sick. Get me out of here. Joe, where are you?
Hey, thought you'd never wake up. Here, have some water. Hey, hold it. That's all we've got. How you feeling?
Terrible. I can't see a thing.
Are you sure? Yeah, look, my hand's in front of your face. You don't see it?
No. How bad's that cut on my head?
Well, it's pretty deep. I cleaned it up a bit. Oh, don't worry, you'll be fine.
I hope so. I didn't see that hole until the last minute.
Yeah.
Nothing I could do. The plane damage?
Oh, it looks okay to me. What do we do now?
I don't know. We were dead on course. They'll probably send someone out to look for us.
Yeah, sure.
It won't be for a day or two. If the weather closes in, we've had it.
How active are the Jap patrols?
Oh, hard to say. They're in the area. That's all I know.
Mike, I think I'll take a look over the plane and maybe find out why it cut.
Yeah?
You could fly it out of here if it's fixed.
Oh, maybe. From what I can remember, the clearing is a bit short for a takeoff. But it could be done.
You just try and take it easy. Hey, is there a toolkit anywhere?
Yeah, there's a couple of spanners in that hatch at the back. Behind your seat.
Okay, yeah. I'll get on with it. I don't know where you guys get your fuel from, but that right-hand tank has a quarter of an inch of sand in the bottom. The fuel lines were completely blocked. Hey, can you see anything?
Nothing.
Before it gets dark, I'll ring up some kind of shelter. Hey, it looks like rain.
You know as well as I do that when it rains out here, no aircraft will get off the ground.
Yeah, don't tell me. You sleep last night?
A little. My head's killing me. If only I could see.
Hey, your eyes look okay. It's just
that what?
Well, that crack in your head doesn't look so good. It's all sort of swelling up. I've got the flare pistol out, and I've cut up one of the parachutes into a cross and put it on the strip like you told me. Now, what comes next?
We'll just have to wait. Play it off the cuff.
Well, I'm going to strip the carb and clean it out. Give me something to do.
Oh, good idea. Sorry I can't help.
Well, the ship's looking great. Your eyes any better?
No. What food have we got left?
Well, it could last a week, I suppose, if I look after things. Got plenty of water from the rain, though, during the night. How come nobody's been looking for us? The weather's cleared.
Oh, it's hard to say. Anything could have happened. Could have been a counterattack. No aircraft to spare.
Do you think you can walk?
Yeah. Apart from being blind and having a splitting headache, I feel fine.
As long as you agree, I figure we ought to give it, another day, and if nothing comes over, we'd better try walking it.
Have you got the map?
Yeah, it's right here.
Well, can you see that line I've drawn between base and G sector? Well,
yeah.
We were just over the halfway point when the engine gave out.
Well, it doesn't look like there's much out there. Which way do we head?
Go back to base and hope we don't run into a Jap patrol. I've got another idea.
Well, let's have it.
We fly out of here.
Fly out? You're crazy. You can't see a thing.
No, but you can. Now listen to me. pace out the clearing, tell me how many yards we've got. Then I'm going to give you the shortest flying course in aviation history.
It's about 130 yards.
Right. Now take everything out of the plane we don't need.
Right.
Leave your kit behind, rip the radio out, anything to lighten the load.
Okay.
I'll fly from the back seat. You can read off heights, compass, headings, and speeds.
Look, couldn't I leave you here and go out by myself? I might bump into some of our own guys. I mean, you never know. I just don't like this idea of yours.
I don't like it either, but it can be done. Now, let's get back to what I was saying. The aircraft will become airborne at about 45 miles an hour near the 80-yard line.
45.
When we're on this point, I'll lift her off. As a guide, put markers at 80 yards, both sides.
What happens below 45?
She stays on the deck. Now, don't worry. There's plenty of room. We'll get off.
Okay, go on.
Now, a compass heading is no problem. I've marked the course out on the map. When we're airborne, I just turn her onto course, and we should be okay.
Takeoff and flying it up there, I might go along with it. It's the other end.
If you don't panic and give me exact instructions, it'll be all right. Now, let's go over to the plane, and I'll explain a few things.
That's everything you want out of it now. Now, you want me in the front seat with the instrument panel?
Yes.
Can we go over again what you want me to do?
I just want you to assist me with the engine checks. When I get her rolling, tell me when we've got 45 miles an hour on the clock.
Right.
I'll then lift her off. Just keep me straight. Now, give me a hand to get in.
Yeah, right.
5.
Okay.
Now, string the prop when I give the word.
Right.
Contact. Get in. Okay. Switch off one mag.
One.
What's the RPM drop?
About 50.
Try the other one.
Same.
I'm going to pull the carb heat out. We should get a drop of about 100 RPM.
Right.
What's the oil pressure?
About 70 pounds.
Temperature?
110.
Baloney, I know you think I'm a nut, but we might make it.
Cut out the apologies and let's get on with it. Hey, keep her straight. Left a bit. No, that's too much. Yeah, that's it.
Tails up.
She's building up. 40, 43, 44, 45. Lift her up. We've passed the markers. We're running out of ground. Hey, man, we did it. How about that?
Yes. Are we still on course?
Yeah. Oh, beautiful, Mike. They'll never believe this back home. How are you feeling?
Oh, not so good. My head's splitting. Think you could handle it for a while?
Yeah, sure. I've got my feet on the rudders, my right hand on the stick, and my sweaty left on the throttle.
Just leave the throttle alone. Keep her level and don't lose any height.
How am I doing, Skipper?
You tell me.
Everything looks just hunky-dory.
What's the time?
30 after 10. We should be at G sector in about 35 minutes.
What are you going to do when the war's over?
I'll finish my time, I guess. I'd like to open my own gas station. Good money in it. I like the idea of working for myself.
I think I'll try and go to university. Here they're going to have special concessions for returned servicemen.
I don't have those kind of brains. I work with my hands.
How long do you reckon this war's going to go on for?
Oh, Japs are on the run, but I guess they'll fight every inch of the way. I'm hoping to be sent stateside in, a few months' time.
I'm due for a spot of leave myself. Probably be in India again. Interesting country. What I'd really like to do, though, is to go back to England. Have a pint in some quiet pub and see some of my old friends.
Hey, what about your wife?
My wife? Doubt if she wants to see me again.
How come?
I got a letter from my mother a week ago. My wife's been seeing a lot of a Polish fighter pilot.
Oh, gee. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. Wasn't any good. I'll be glad to be out of it.
Hey, weather ain't looking so good.
Rain clouds?
Yeah, over to the west. They're closing in fast, though.
Oh, don't let it worry you. Never really breaks till late afternoon.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
There's a plane over to the left.
What?
Yeah, it looks like a fighter. It's coming our way.
Is it one of ours?
I don't know.
If it isn't, we've had it.
Well, what should I do?
Nothing you can do. Just sit and wait.
Hey, Mike, it's a British one. A Spitfire, I think.
What's he doing?
Why, he's turning and coming back. Hey, he's coming in alongside. He's tapping his headset as if he wants to talk to us on the radio.
Try and signal him our radio is out.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the picture. Mike, I think he's trying to tell us to go back.
We can't go back. We can only go ahead. Fuel is getting low.
Maybe I was wrong. Anyway, he's given us a wave and he's heading off.
What do you think he wanted?
Oh, who knows? Whatever it was, there's nothing we can do about it.
You keeping us on course? Joe, you don't think I'm blind for good, do you?
No, not a chance. I read about a guy just like you in a car smash. Something to do with temporary concussion. This guy's sight came back to him in about 6 months.
6 months?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was 6 weeks, 6 days. I can't remember. Hey, you want to take over?
No, I think this wound on my head is reopened. There's something running down my face. Must be blood.
Yeah. Just hold it with your handkerchief.
Yeah.
Oh, probably stop. Mike, Mike, don't pass out on me, will you? If you do, we've both had it. I cut up one parachute and left the other behind, remember?
I'll be all right. Maybe the altitude's affecting me. I'll take the stick. Tell me when you get down to about 1,500 feet.
Okay, level out now, Mike. Yeah, right. I'll take over.
Yeah, I feel a bit better.
Oh, great.
We should be able to see G sector any time now. It's not much of a place.
Yeah?
There's just a line of tents down one side of the strip. Sort of thatched control tower in the middle on the left-hand side. And a windsock. You know, tells the wind direction.
Yeah, got it.
Joe, listen to me carefully. We've got no radio, so there's nobody on the ground who's going to know we're in trouble. We'll stay at this height. I want you to line us up with the runway into the wind. You got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Now, don't worry about any other aircraft. They're few and far between, so there's no risk of collision.
There's the field, Mike.
Okay. Keep your hands and feet on the controls and follow me through.
Right.
Now, bring me across the field at a height of 1,500 feet. When I'm about the center of the field, I'll make a 90-degree turn left. Now, pick yourself a landmark on the tip of left wing. I'll then turn the aircraft until it lines up with your landmark. You got it?
Got it.
We'll fly towards this point until we're about 500 yards away from runway. Then I make a 90-degree turn left downwind. Same procedure.
With you.
I should now be flying at 1,500 feet parallel to the runway. When I'm about 400 yards past the end of the runway, I'll make another turn, throttle back, and make a glide approach.
Glide approach?
Yes, don't worry. I'll have the carb heat on. There'll be no icing up. Now, Joe, listen. This is where you come in.
Okay.
It's important that as we turn onto the runway, I'm at a height of 500 feet. So read off the height as we're coming down the last leg.
Okay, I've got it.
All being well, we'll line up perfectly. Our approach speed will be 65. All you've got to do is to tell me whether I'm in line with this strip and keep on reading the height off to me. I want to be about 50 feet up as we cross over the threshold. I'll start rounding her off when you tell me we're about 20 feet from the ground. It should be plain sailing from then on in.
We're running parallel to the runway now. Pick up your left wing. Yeah, that's better. We're just passing the end of the runway. How many feet up?
About 1,000 will do.
Well, that's about it now. You hear me, Mike?
Joe, I'm feeling grim. I can't stop this thing bleeding.
Stay with me, Mike. I can't handle it myself.
Joe, listen carefully. If I pass out, this is what you've got to do.
What?
Remember, she stalled at 38. If you see the speed dropping off, just stick the nose down. When you get down to about 20 feet, let her sink. Pull the stick right back and cut the throttle. No matter what happens, we'll stay on the ground.
Okay, I got you. Are you going to throttle back?
Yes, I'm okay. How do we look?
Well, start turning her now, and we should be in line with the runway. No, that's too much. Straighten her out. Yeah, well, we're back in line now.
What's our height?
About 600 feet.
Airspeed?
70.
Carb heat on.
Yeah. 400 yards. 300 yards from the end of the runway.
What's the airspeed?
It's dropping off. Get the nose down.
Joe, follow me through.
We're too high. Go round again.
Can't go round again. I'm going to make a 360-degree turn. I lose height on the turn. Should bring us back to the end of the runway.
Okay, you're the boss. Beautiful. Oh, Mike. Runway coming up. Oh, height? 200 feet? 150 feet?
I think I'm gonna puke.
Hang on, Mike. 100 feet. 75 feet. Airspeed 62. About 30 feet now, Mike. Pick up your left wing. Mike, you're not straight. Straighten her out. 20 feet now, Mike.
It's yours, Joe. Chop the throttle. Pull the stick back. We're down. Switch the fuel and mags off.
I can't keep her straight, Mike. I can't keep her straight. Gonna hit those trees at the end. We made it, Mike. Hey, let's get out of here before it goes up.
Give me a hand with these straps, will you?
Yeah, sure. Here, let me do it. Yeah, right, that's it. Now, lean on me, Mike. Not much further now. There's some kind of trench over there. We better get into it. There's gonna be bits of plane flying all over this place any second now. Right, take it easy. There she goes. That's the end of that airplane.
The Yanks will probably give you about 20 medals for this. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
Hold everything. There's something wrong.
What?
There's a bunch of guys running towards us. And I'll tell you this here and now.
What?
They ain't ours. They're Japs.
Japs?
Yeah. This place must have been taken on a counterattack. That's what that guy in the Spitfire was trying to tell us. Mike, this is the end of the road for us. I guess we kind of loused it up.
High Adventure is produced by Anne Freed and directed by Henry Diffensall.
High Adventure. Tonight, Ron Evans takes us back to Victorian England in his spine-tingling story entitled Dressed to Kill.
Yes, well, it's coming in on time all right, isn't
Uncle
it?
Walter, I can't wait to see her again. I wonder if she's
It won't be
changed.
long now.
Oh, there she is.
Which one?
She's seen us. Look,
You mean that
down
pretty
there.
one over there?
Yes, she's waving.
Oh, she's rather gorgeous, isn't she?
Oh, Uncle Walter, I'm so excited. Oh, Marion! Oh, Marion, it's lovely to have you here.
Oh, it has been a long journey, but from what I have seen, it was worth it. The countryside was beautiful, Alice.
Oh, let me introduce you to Uncle Walter.
Delighted to meet you, my dear.
So you are the Uncle Walter Alice talked about so much when she stayed with me in Paris.
That's right.
Oui, it is as though I already know you.
The Manor House is 3 miles from here, over towards the sea. Victor is waiting outside the station with the carriage.
Victor?
He's the odd job man Mama employs.
Oh.
A bit sinister looking, but quite harmless, really.
He is the unemployed village idiot, so to speak, until my sister took pity on him. He works willingly, though. Well, young ladies, shall we go?
Come on, Mary, I have so much to talk to you about.
It was the middle of July, 1877, when Marion LeBlanc visited her friend's home close to the small Cornish village of Tregenny. It was a return visit, for Alice Cotter had stayed a month at Marion's home the previous year, which had been the result of their close friendship at a Swiss finishing school for young ladies they'd both attended for 2 years. Marion and Alice were both exceptionally beautiful, but were, as yet, both innocent of a close relationship with the opposite sex. Alice's father had died the previous year, and she lived only with her mother and her Uncle Walter in a rambling old manor house set in some of the most beautiful scenery to be found in Cornwall. Before the manor were tall cliffs that fell steeply down to the sea, and small hidden coves and rocky beaches. Behind the old house was Tregenny Woods, several acres of woodland that had, in previous centuries, been owned by a now ruined abbey. It was a place of beauty, rather than the setting for an impending day of horror.
Well, there's quite a lot you can show, Marion. There's the ruined abbey, for instance.
Oh, to be honest, the place gives me the shivers, Mama.
Oh, nonsense, child. Why, the place reeks of history and interest. Tell Marion about it, Walter.
Yes, all right. It was built in the 9th century. At that time, the monks owned most of the land hereabouts, and it flourished right through to the 16th century in the Reformation, when Henry VIII had it burnt down and the monks killed or dispersed. Since that time, of course, nature has taken over and made the ruins a place of great beauty. Brown, crumbling walls covered in ivy, trees growing up through the paved cloister, and flowers clinging in the arched windows. Yes, it's quite breathtaking at this time of the year.
I still think it's creepy, Uncle Walter.
No.
What do you think, Marion?
I would like to see it, Alice. History interests me, as you know.
To be truthful, I'm not even sure I know the way.
Why don't you take them tomorrow morning, Walter? The walk will do you all good.
Yes, I think it's a good idea. That is, if the girls don't object.
Oh, it would be nice for you to accompany us, Monsieur Cotter.
I don't mind, as long as you're with us, Uncle Walter.
No, it'll be a pleasure, my dears. Bertha, bring me a fresh bottle of Madeira from the cellar. Well, Marion, how did you enjoy our English cooking?
I was warned before I left that food in England is basic and tasteless.
No.
What I have eaten this evening would make these false advisors cringe with shame.
I shall pass the compliment on to cook, exactly as you put it, my dear. I just hope she understands.
What time will we leave in the morning, Uncle Walter?
Oh, I think shortly after breakfast. Say about 9 to 9:30. And don't forget to wear sensible walking shoes.
Yes. All right.
And we'll stroll the long way across the cliffs and cut back to the woods. It's quite far, and yes, I'm getting too old to carry young ladies, no matter how pretty they are.
Who's that?
It is I, Marion.
I thought...
Turn up your lamp. What was it you thought, Alice?
Oh, nothing. Can't you sleep? Is it the strange surroundings?
Perhaps. Perhaps. My room is big and lonely, and sometimes I see... Oh, no. It is nothing. Just my imagination, you understand.
Oh, there's nothing to be frightened of. The old house isn't haunted or anything like that.
Oh, no, I was not thinking of ghosts. It is that, well, when I close my eyes to sleep, I see the image of this Victor, the man who drove us here from the station.
Oh. I must admit, he does have a face to remember. It's not ugly or misshapen.
Oh, his wide, dark eyes and turned down lower lip like a baby that drools. Oh. Did you see the way he stared at me, Alice?
Yes.
As a child stares at a cream cake, longingly.
Oh, he looks at me the same way, Marion. I suppose I've come accustomed to it now. I complained to Mamma several times after I came home from Switzerland, but she laughed and said he meant no harm, really. She told me it was his strange way of showing respect.
But the man is a little mad,
A borderline case, I suppose. But he works hard and gives no trouble.
Where does he sleep?
In the stable.
Oh, too close for my peace of mind. Alice, tell me honestly, when I opened the door, who did you think it was? You were very startled.
All right. I'll tell you the truth. But you've guessed it, I can see that. It's Victor, Marion.
Oh.
He could quite easily get into the house.
Well, if you don't object too strongly, Alice, I'll stay here with you.
You are most welcome. I was about to suggest it.
Smell that fresh breeze coming off the sea. Like nectar.
Oh, it is paradise. The sea, the wild flowers, the deep blue sky. I never thought of England as being like this.
I've changed my mind about going into the woods, Uncle Walter.
No, why's that? Is something wrong? You can't get to the Abbey any other way.
No, it's just... Well, that's the third time I've seen Victor. He keeps following us and hiding when he thinks he's being seen.
Oh, bless me, take no notice of the fool. He's interested in Marion. You know how fascinated these country people are with strangers. He's merely curious, nothing else.
I don't like having him follow us like that. Why, he's positively furtive.
No, it's just his odd way, that's all, my dear. Just ignore him.
Oh, I wish I could.
Imagine him as you would a friendly dog.
With staring eyes and a drooling mouth? Oh, that's not how I've seen friendly dogs. Oh, please, Uncle Walter, can't you tell him to go back to the house?
Gracious, my dear, your stay in Switzerland certainly didn't cure your schoolgirl imaginings. Don't you think she's being a trifle silly, Marion?
I do not, Monsieur Cutter. I feel the same way about this man, Victor.
Oh, very well. Do you know where he is at present?
He dodged behind that outcrop of rocks when we stopped walking, and then he looked out a moment ago.
Look, you wait here and I'll speak to him.
Marion, he's frightened of Uncle Walter, so he'll soon go back home after a sharp reprimand. Personally, I think Mamma's been far too soft with the rich. Very often he's been quite insolent towards me.
Victor, come out of there. Come along. I know where you're hiding. Victor, come out this instant. There. Now tell me why you're following us. Answer me, Victor. What are you doing here?
I like the pretty girl, Master.
I beg your pardon. Did I hear you aright?
The pretty foreign girl. I want her, Master.
How dare you? Get back to the house. I'll deal with you later.
No, Master. I won't do what you say anymore. Victor wants the pretty girl.
You will do as I say. Victor, put down that stone. Don't you dare threaten me. Oh! Alice, Marianne, run for your lives. He's gone there. Oh!
For several petrifying seconds, the girls stared in horror as Victor beat Walter to death with a large stone. Then they ran for their lives away from the cliffs towards the woods, where, they hoped, it would be easier to elude a pursuer.
Oh,
Here, Marion. Over here.
He killed him, Alice. You just killed him like that, like a wild animal.
Shh. He's certain to follow us. But I think if we skirt the edge of the woods and try to get back to the house, we'll be safe.
But do you know the way?
No, but I have a fair sense of the direction, I think. Victor isn't very bright, so it's just a matter of pitting our wits against his, all right?
Oh.
So from now on, we must keep off the path and move slowly.
Shh. Listen. I can hear a movement.
Keep still.
Oh, it is Victor. He's going along the path we have just left.
It might take a while before he realizes we've branched off. So keep still for a few seconds more. He might have sharp ears. There. I think it's safe now. Follow behind me, Marion.
Why, Alice? Why did he do it?
I've no idea. His mind must have snapped or something. And I don't think he liked Uncle Walter very much. I can't think of any other reason.
Are you sure this is the right way?
What makes you think it isn't?
Well, the trees and undergrowth seem to be more dense, wilder, as though we are going deeper into the woods.
Oh, you could be right. The problem is not being able to see a landmark. Everything looks the same. Look, we're coming onto a path.
Oh, there is the wall. See there, through the trees.
The Abbey. You were right. We have come deeper into the woods.
Oh, we could hide in the ruins.
No, I don't like the place, but I'll admit it's safer than ploughing on blindly. Come on. Let's see if there's a good hiding place.
It is just ivy-covered ruins.
Oh, see how thickly this ivy's grown up the wall. You push it apart like this.
Oui.
See? There's a space you can hide behind.
Oui, it is a good idea.
Oh, it's quite dirty, but I don't think we should worry about our linen at a time like this.
Oh, but perhaps this madman has gone back to your house.
Oh, it is possible.
Oh, your mother might be in danger from him.
Oh, no. Victor likes Mamma too much to do her harm. Besides, the servants will protect her.
He is here, Alice.
Where?
I saw a shadow past that arched doorway. Oh, look, there he is.
Oh, no.
He's searching for us.
Oh, he must have been able to track us here. Some country people are very good at it.
Oh, then he will find us.
Oh, the only chance is to wait and hope. Remember, where we crossed to this ivy was cobblestones, huh? Perhaps we left no footprints.
But he must know we are somewhere in the Abbey ruins. It is only a matter of time before he thinks to look behind the ivy. We could try to creep away and go through the arch to our left.
Oh, it's too late. He's coming towards us. Oh, praise be to heaven. Oh, he stopped. He's looking about him.
Victor stood still, listening and waiting, a narrow smile on his drooping lips. He knew his terrified quarry was close. He sniffed and looked about at the ivy-covered walls. The two girls cowered low, hardly daring to breathe. Marion had one hand held out, slightly parting the ivy leaves to keep Victor in view. And it was this which was her undoing. A wasp settled on the back of her wrist and stung.
Oh, quickly, Marion, run!
Alice broke from cover and raced for the arched doorway. Marion tried to follow, stumbled, tears in her eyes, and fell sprawled on the cobblestones. She tried to rise, only to find herself in Victor's triumphant grip.
Oh, my pretty one. My pretty.
Oh, let me go. Alice!
Keep still, my pretty, and I won't hurt.
Oh, get your hands away from me.
I don't want to slap your beautiful face, my little one. Please don't make me.
Realizing Marion was not behind her, Alice hurried back and glanced through the arch and saw Marion struggling against Victor, who had both arms about her in a bear hug. Alice's eyes spotted a heavy stone. She stepped forward and picked it up. She was directly behind Victor, who was concentrating on his victim.
Keep still, my pretty one. Keep still. I'll have to hurt you.
Run, Marion!
Victor crumpled to his knees under the weight of Alice's blow. As the two girls hitched up their long skirts and ran off, he held his head in both hands and rocked backwards and forwards, groaning. Marion and Alice ran until they were close to exhaustion, glancing back sometimes to see if Victor had given chase. But there was no sign of him.
I must rest. Yes. Oh, just long enough to regain our wind. Oh, Oh, I'm sure that monster must be somewhere behind us. The trees are beginning to thin out, so we must be more careful.
Oh, it's a pity you did not hit him again and again when there was a chance.
I was too frightened to think clearly.
Oh.
All I could see was his horrible big hands tearing at you. Oh, Marion, it was so horrible.
Merci, Alice. It was very brave of you to return and help me. I was about ready to swoon from fear.
When Marion and Alice had regained their breath, they hurried on until they came out of the screen of trees and found themselves not far from the cliff tops and the place where they had first entered the wood. Home and safety was less than a mile away along the top of the high cliffs. Now, out in the open, they kept a careful lookout, half expecting to see Victor burst out from the woods in hot pursuit. It was only when they'd halved the distance to home that the truth became known.
Oh, my dress, it is ruined.
Careful, Marion. Come over to this side.
Pourquoi? What is it?
Do you see it? It's a hole in the ground, almost covered from sight by the long grass.
Oh, oui. I could have fallen down. What is it for?
It's a kind of blowhole or something. You see, deep under there is a cave, and when the tide is high and the sea is stormy, the air blows out of the hole with great force.
Oh, it is very dangerous.
Never known anyone to fall down it before, but some sheep and dogs have been lost. Come on, we mustn't waste time. The house can be seen from the top of the next hill. Stay where you are, Marion. What? He's there. Victor.
Oh, holy heaven.
He's between us and the house, waiting for us.
But how did he get ahead of us?
Oh, he must have known all the shortcuts. What's worse, he's slowly making his way in this direction.
Alice, why are you staring like that?
The blowhole.
We must run if he is coming. We cannot hide down the hole. Can we?
Heavens, no. But if he sees us running, he's certain to catch one of us again.
Oh, it is better than standing here and waiting for him to take us.
We must outwit him, Marion. There must be a way to make him fall down the blowhole.
But as you say, he knows the country well. He will know it is here and see it. It is no good, Alice. Only a blind man could fall down there.
Yes, you have it. Make him blind.
How can you do that, Alice? C'est impossible.
Oh, there's a certain way to make him blind to all but one thing.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
My. I thought French girls were wise to the ways of the world. Why do you think Victor was chasing us? Oh, really? Are you so naive that you don't know what would have happened to you if I hadn't hit him?
Ah, oui, I do know. But I do not like to think of such a thing.
Well, think of it now, Marion. In order to save ourselves, I think we must lose a little of our maiden modesty.
Oh, still, I cannot understand what it is you have in your mind.
Oh, there's no time left to explain. Oh, there he is, looking at us. Oh, in a few moments he will be here. Look, don't panic, no matter what happens, okay? Just beckon to him with a smile, as though you've decided to become friends with him. Stand a little behind me and do exactly as I do. And remember, Marion, this might be the only possible way we can save ourselves.
From a distance, the big man stopped and stared at his two intended victims. He was puzzled, unable to understand why they'd so suddenly decided to stand their ground. And was that a mischievous smile he detected on their faces as they looked back at him? Then he started to amble forward, his long arms swinging loosely at his sides, blood streaking the side of his face and matting his thick dark hair. Both girls stood close by the edge of the meter-wide hole, forcing smiles as though it were some part of a child's game. And then Alice started to slowly undress.
Alice, why are you doing that?
Just do the same and keep smiling.
But I can't.
Do it, Marion. Can you think of a better way to keep his eyes up from the ground?
But Alice...
Quickly, Marion. Hello, Victor. I'm sorry I hit you so hard. I didn't mean to hurt you. We won't run away again. Come on over. As you can see, we've decided to be friendly.
Victor had stopped again, taken aback at the sight that met his eyes. He swallowed, looked furtively from side to side, then continued to walk towards the girls, eyes fixed on the astonishing sight, his mind beginning to burn with desire and anticipation.
I refuse to remove any more of my clothing, Alice.
It is not... Keep smiling and take it all off if it's necessary. It's better than dying. Be quiet. Someone's on to us. Well, Victor, how do you like me?
Why, Miss Alice, you are...
For a brief instant, Victor had teetered on the edge of the hole, trying to pull himself back from eternity. And then he was gone, screaming into the depths. Frozen with mingled relief and horror, Marion and Alice stared down the black hole and shuddered. The two girls walked sadly back towards the distant manor house, where they told Mrs. Cotter of the terrible events that had befallen them and her brother. She was overcome by grief at the loss of her brother, but soon dispatched a messenger to report the murder to the village constable.
Oh, such a shock. My poor Walter. And I feel so responsible for the frightening ordeal you've had to experience.
Oh, you can't blame yourself, Mama. How could you have possibly known that Victor would turn out like he did?
I should have listened to what you said about the way he looked at you. I knew he had a touch of cruelty in his nature. You see, when he was a boy, he killed a number of animals. 2 dogs because he didn't like their barking, and 1 of the sheep because it strayed. He was unbalanced. He was irresponsible.
But killing animals is not the same as killing people, is it?
One can lead to the other. Oh, I should have sent him away a long time ago. It was just that... What? Well, I felt that it would be a heartless thing to do. He worked well, and who else would have given him a job? Oh, I'm sorry particularly for you, Marion. Must have given you a terrible impression of our country.
Oh, I think it could also have happened in France. I have told Alice that I would like to stay. That is, if you do not mind, Madame Cotter.
Oh, not at all, my dear. Oh, bless you. I think you should have a glass of brandy in case you're sickening for a cold. It's sunny, but there's a chill wind blowing off the sea.
Yes, Mama. We have good reason to know that.
High Adventure is produced by Henry Diffenthal.
High Adventure.
In tonight's story, we present Debt Collection.
Owen, can you hear me?
Harry, is that you?
Yeah. Keep your head down. You'll get it blown off if you're not careful.
I thought everyone had pulled out.
Yeah, well, they have. I came back for you. Are you hurt?
Oh, I've got a broken leg. I can't move.
Now, what? Hang on, mate. I'm coming across.
Go back, Harry. You get yourself killed.
I'm coming across.
You crazy?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Pain's killing me.
Looks nasty. Yeah, we've got to get you out of here, and quick.
How?
A couple of the boys are waiting on the other side of the hill with an armoured car. And they can't bring it any closer. There's a flipping anti-tank gun at the end of the ridge.
Can't move.
I'll carry you.
Don't get killed.
Listen, mate. The enemy's going to start shelling here in a minute. If you stay, there won't be enough left for you to put in a paper bag. Now, come on.
Oh, save yourself, Harry.
I didn't come back here to listen to an argument. Now, get your arms around my shoulders. I'll lift you on my back.
Oh, thanks, Harry.
Now, get a good grip. Blimey, you should be on diet. You ready?
Yeah.
Right. Now, one of the lads will give us a bit of covering fire. Now, for crying in a bucket, don't let go.
Oh,
After all this hard work, you owe me a favour.
I'll never forget this, Harry. I can promise you that. Any time there's anything I can do for you, just say.
I'll think about it. Maybe one day I'll call in that IOU. Who knows? Maybe one day you can help me with something. What's the time?
Nearly past.
Come on.
Oh, talk about being in the middle of nowhere.
Listen.
I don't hear anything, just the birds.
Listen.
There's a train coming.
That's right.
So what?
Today, it's just another train passing. But sometimes, it's more than just another train.
Meaning?
Let's walk across to the fence and watch the nice puff-puff, eh?
But what's all this about? What are you getting at?
The train's an express, straight through from Gallux to London, and vice versa. On days like today, it's just another train, like I said.
And on other days?
Yes. On other days, special days, it's full of lovely money.
How much lovely money?
Around about £1 million.
In cash?
Yeah, in cash. Here's the fence. We'll see the train passing by in a minute. What's the time now?
About minute to past.
Spot on time. It always is. And that's where you come into the picture.
What have I got to do with it?
You owe me a favour, old son, and I'm calling it in.
I see.
A few years ago, it was me who saved your life. There you were, stuck in the desert with a broken leg, and a panzer shooting at you. And I pulled your irons out of the fire, didn't I, mate?
You got a medal for it.
Medal. You owe me a favour, mate. And you won't come out of it too badly, financially speaking.
Are you planning a train robbery?
That's right.
I don't want anything to do with it.
If it wasn't for me, you'd be dead. You'd be lying 6 foot under the western desert, all blown to bits. You owe me, mate, and you know it. Here comes the train. Next time you see it, it'll be for business purposes.
Is that you?
Yes, it's me.
You're late.
Sorry about that.
Oh, don't I get a hello kiss this evening?
What? Oh, yes.
Well, that wasn't very romantic.
Oh, I'm not feeling very romantic. Did you keep my supper?
It's in the warmer. I'll fetch it.
I'll leave it in the kitchen.
Is something wrong? You look like you've just come from a funeral.
Oh, it's a long story.
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
Look, it's nothing. Forget it.
Look, we've been married 5 months, and every evening you've come home right on time, full of beans, big smiles. Now all of a sudden you come home late, you look depressed, and you don't want to tell me what's wrong.
Are you going to fetch my supper out the warmer or must I?
Oh, right, all right, I'll get it.
Oh, what a day.
You're busy at the office, is that it?
Oh, I wasn't there today.
What?
I took the day off.
Huh?
Thanks.
Why did you take the day off? Where were you?
Don't suppose I should tell you.
Why not?
We trust each other, right?
right?
So trust me. And don't ask any questions.
Oh, come on, Owen. Are you in trouble?
Yes. Big trouble. There's nothing you can do about it.
Well, let's talk about it anyway.
You promise not to repeat it?
If that's what you want.
Promise.
Yes, whatever you say.
I've got to talk to somebody about this or I'll blow my top.
I'm listening.
You remember I told you about a mate of mine in the army? Harry.
Yeah, he saved your life.
Yes.
What about him?
I was with him today.
Oh? You haven't seen him for 6 or 7 years.
Well, I saw him today. He reckons I owe him a favour. He's right, of course. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be alive.
So?
He's planning to rob a train and I need my help.
Rob a train?
Keep your voice down. Let's not tell all the neighbours about it.
What do you mean, rob a train?
Well, Harry and some other blokes are going to rob a train. They need my help with some technical details.
What technical details?
I'm not sure yet, but it's something to do with the automatic signalling system on the track. Harry knows I work with electronics, so he came to me.
You could get 20 years in prison.
If it wasn't for Harry, I'd be dead.
That doesn't mean he's got the right to turn you into a criminal.
He stuck his neck out for me in the desert. He risked his life.
But it still doesn't mean you've got to help him rob a train.
Will you keep your voice down?
Don't tell me you're going to go through with this.
Well, I'll help him with the technical advice or whatever it is he needs, but I won't touch any of the money.
Oh, so you won't touch any of the money. I suppose that makes everything all right, then.
If you can't understand how I feel about this, then try to accept it, all right?
Didn't you hear what I said about 20 years in jail?
I'm sorry, Bridget. Look, I owe Harry a favour, a big favour. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here.
If you're sitting in prison, you won't be here either.
Oh, you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. I think you've taken leave of your senses.
Cheer up, mate. You're going to be rich.
I told you I'm not interested in the money. Now get to the point as to why you need my help.
Don't be so touchy. Now then, take a look at this map I got here. Yeah. Now, we have here an idea of the automatic signalling system that covers the stretch of line we're interested in.
Is it the area we visited the other day?
Correct.
I see.
Now, the trick involved is stopping the train so we can clear out the loot, which we expect will take a bit of time. But we don't want the railways people to know that the train isn't running on schedule.
And how do you propose to do that?
I've got a rough idea, but the details are your job.
What details?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? When the train stops, it won't trigger signals further down the line. And somebody's going to twig that all is not rosy in the garden, you see. And you're going to think of some way to ensure that those troublesome signals continue to work.
As though the train was still on schedule?
As though the train was still on schedule. You've got the idea.
That isn't going to be easy.
If I thought it was easy, I wouldn't need your help, would I?
I take it you're not in this caper by yourself. I mean, there are others involved.
Of course there are others involved. You don't know who they are, and they don't know who you are. Right? Now, let's discuss the problem you're concerned with.
An automatic signalling system is very complicated.
I know.
The design of the circuit and all its components must ensure that any failure from whatever cause will result in the signal being automatically set at danger.
So?
You want to be able to interfere with a certain group of signals, but individual signals are keyed in with the whole group, interlocked with the mechanism which controls the points.
And what are you getting at?
What I'm getting at is that if we start fooling around with the controls, we may cause a rail disaster somewhere else on the line.
Oh.
The basis of the signalling system we're dealing with here is the control of the indications displayed through the agency of an electric current that flows through.
Hold your horses, mate. That's all your problem. You sort it out.
Suppose there's a derailment or something worse somewhere on the track as a result of you...
See that it doesn't happen.
How can I do that? I don't know the schedules for every train in the area, and even if I did, doesn't mean that I could save them from...
All I want you to do is ensure that nobody suspects our train isn't running on schedule.
The first station it fails to reach is going to be noticed by people there, never mind how we fiddle the electric signals. The only alternative is to introduce a delay on the line by feeding in another train.
Then do that.
It may cause an accident. I told you I can't control all the traffic in the area. All I can do is influence it.
Well, then influence it.
That may cause a train accident somewhere.
Well, then try and make it a little accident.
Oh, don't talk trite. We could bring about a disaster.
Go away and think about it. You're a bright boy. You come up with an idea. Now, take this map with you. I'll try to get you a list of schedules.
Obviously, you do not grasp what is involved here.
All I know is there's £1 million at stake. We've got a perfect plan to stop the train and loot it. And you find a way to cover the fact that the train isn't running on time.
It doesn't seem to bother you that people could be killed.
If you do your job right, then nobody will be hurt.
I can't guarantee it won't happen.
Anyone would think you had to play with the whole country's rail traffic. All we're interested in is a certain length of line.
Look, isn't there some other way that you could go about this?
The moment the money train is missed by the authorities, reaction will take place. The longer we delay that reaction, the more time we have to get away.
Yes, but...
Don't panic, mate. Just sit down and think carefully. You come up with an idea. I've got confidence in you. I knew you were a bright boy. That's why I saved your life. So, instead of being dead, you can be useful.
Late, aren't you coming to bed?
In a while.
Are you intending to sit here all night,
They're
boy?
planning to carry out the job on Tuesday.
Oh? What's the sudden rush for?
Well, they've found out the train will be carrying more money than usual. About an extra 250,000.
Have you managed to come up with a method to...
I can divert a freight train onto the line, which will alert the systems control. Then they'll signal the money train that the line ahead is busy.
Will that satisfy Harry and his merry men?
Yes. It'll mean the money train has been delayed. It won't be expected on schedule. That's what Harry wants.
And it gives him time to rob it.
Yes, but there is a problem.
What problem?
Well, in order to get the freight train into position, I'll have to tamper with certain equipment. I can't be sure that it won't also bungle the warning system.
It's possible the systems control won't know about the diversion.
Yeah, it's a possibility, in which case they won't signal the money train. And the two trains could collide.
You can't risk that.
Harry's lot are prepared to risk it.
The question is, are you?
I'm trying to find a method to make the diversion fail-safe.
Judging from the look on your face, I guess you haven't had much success.
Well, let's say I'm 85% sure it'll work without an accident.
So there's a 15% chance of a train collision.
Yes.
It isn't good enough.
It'll have to be. I can't narrow it anymore. Not without doing something that would alert systems control to the interference.
Oh, look, you need some sleep. Why don't you come...
Will you leave me alone?
Oh, very well. That's the way you feel about it.
Right, now then, Mrs. Reed, what can I do for you?
Oh, it's Inspector Bones, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Now, what's the trouble?
Well, I have some advance information about a crime.
Oh, that's very interesting.
And I've come to you because there's somebody I want to protect.
You mean the victim?
I'm not sure who is the victim.
Well, I don't understand.
Well, I know what the target is, and I know who's involved. At least I know who two of the people are. One of them is... Well, he's been dragged into the crime for what I think are ridiculous reasons.
Right, tell me about it.
Well, it helped the person I want to protect. I mean, if I give you information, then explain the circumstances.
Anything you tell me will be taken into careful consideration, yes.
Well, you see, a few years ago, during the war, there was a man who saved another man's life.
Yeah.
And now this first man is using the event as a lever to get the cooperation of the second man.
Yeah. Go on.
The second man isn't a criminal, far from it. But he has this peculiar idea that he's got to repay the debt, so to speak.
Mm. Now, what sort of a crime's involved in?
It's a train robbery.
I see. Now, that is a very serious crime indeed.
I know. That's why I'm here.
Right, go on.
Well, apart from the robbery, there's a possibility of a train accident, a collision.
I see.
You've got to stop it from happening.
Well, I'm sure you will try to do that. Which train is it?
An express between Gallof and London.
Yeah.
The one thereafter's on Tuesday. Apparently, it's going to be carrying a lot of money.
Yeah. Do you know how the robbery's going to take place?
No, not really, but I have a rough idea.
You said you know two of the men are.
Yes. One of them's Harry Scheid.
Oh, Rogue Harry. Yeah, I've come across him before. And who's the other one?
My husband.
Oh, I see.
Until Harry contacted me, he was a perfectly respectable, hard-working man, but he's convinced that he owes Harry a debt. I think it's a sort of mental block. Oh, it's hard to explain.
You say Harry saved his life in the war, huh?
Yes, in North Africa. They were in the 8th Army together.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want my husband to throw his life away now. But he's useless trying to talk any sense to him. As I said, he's got a mental block.
Right. Now then, Mrs. Reeve, let's go over everything you know, slowly and carefully.
I don't want my husband to go to jail.
No, neither do I. But I'd like to see Rogue Harry on the inside. Saving your husband's life was probably the only respectable thing he's done in his whole existence.
Just exactly what is it we're going to look for?
There's a particular link in the automatic signalling system that I want to find.
You reckon the link is on the track around here?
According to my references, it's on the line about a mile or so from here. We can go on a bit and then park the car and walk to the track.
Whatever you say, as long as the idea you have in mind works.
Well, I've already told you that...
What's worrying you isn't worrying me, mate. As long as you can keep the authorities quiet while we get the money, I'm as happy as a bird. If somehow another train gets onto the
There's
track
about
later...
a 15% chance that the freight train from Roll Hill will run into the back of the money train at the point where you've stopped it.
15%? That's not much.
It may not sound like much, but it could happen.
Yeah, you want to start thinking positively, mate. Don't be such a pessimist.
Stop the car near those trees ahead. It's just a short walk up the line.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah, a couple of days now and it'll all be over.
We'll have to climb down over that fence and go down the embankment.
Right. You say this gadget you're looking for is nearby?
Well, it should be. I'm not sure. That's one of the reasons why we're here.
Are you going to jimmy it straight away?
No. I'll have to do that shortly before you act against the Express.
Yeah, well, we can finalise the times tonight. There's going to be a little meeting of the team.
I'm not interested in meeting them.
You are going to, mate. I'll meet with them and then you and I will have a little chat, right?
Here's the fence.
Right, we can hop over it. You go first.
All right.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have some rain. It's got pretty misty around here.
No, we needn't go down to the line yet. We can walk along the embankment. I'll tell you when I see what I'm looking for.
Whatever you say, mate.
When all this is over, you and I are square, right? I'll have paid you back, and that's it.
Sure. Your life was worth £1 million, don't you think?
Oh, there's a bend in the line about 100 yards ahead. I think the thing I'm after is around the corner, probably some distance away.
Pity we couldn't get any closer with a car. We're going to get caught in the rain before long.
You're wearing a raincoat? What are you complaining about?
After this lot, I'm going where the sun shines.
Well, that's your business. Well, don't walk so close to the edge of the embankment.
No, it's quite firm.
No, it isn't.
Oh, you're a proper old woman, aren't you? Come on, be a daredevil. Walk on the edge of the embankment. Live dangerously.
Get back here, the side's crumbling.
What?
You'll lose your balance.
Hey! Oh. Help me! I'm falling! Hurry! The side's giving way! Ah!
For heaven's sake, he's rolling down the embankment. Idiot. Hurry! Oh, he's ended up on one of the lines. Looks like he's knocked himself out. Oh, that is marvellous. Now there's a train coming. Hurry! Oh, he can't hear me. Oh, I better get down there and quick. Well, the train's out of sight round the bend. It's not very far away, though. Oh, one mistake and I'll go rolling down the embankment myself. Hurry! Oh, he's out like a light. I better slide down the rest of the way. I was rather fond of this suit. Oh, well, here goes. These trousers are going to be fit for rags after all this. Oh! Ow! Blast! That's a nice graze. I've given him a hand. Oh, nearly there. A few more feet to go. And then we can jump down on the line from here. Ooh. Now then. Oh, now the train's going to be pounding through here in a few seconds. The driver won't see us in this mist. Right, let's get you off this line, Harry, old chap. There, let's get you clear.
What happened? Owen? What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you.
Hey?
Oh, I've just saved your life. We're even now, Harry. We're quits.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't owe you any more favours, do I? I'm free. I've paid you back.
Wait a minute.
There's a station about a mile or two north of here. I'll walk there and catch a train ride home.
Aye.
You can make your own way back to the car.
No, you can't back out of the deal now.
Oh, yes, I can. There isn't any more deal.
Oh, yes, there is.
Don't bother looking for your gun, Harry. It fell out of the holster while you were rolling down the embankment. Cheerio.
Get back here!
Don't
Owen!
ever come near me again. Next time, I'll go to the police.
When he returned home, he told me what had happened.
I see.
He doesn't feel under any obligation to Harry Shard anymore. Oh, it's the most beautiful thing that could have happened.
I'm not so sure of that.
Why not?
Well, I was hoping to catch Harry and his mates in the act, robbing the train.
Perhaps they'll go ahead anyway, without my husband's help.
Nah, I doubt it. Apart from anything else, Harry can't be sure your husband won't report to the police. Oh, I'd dearly love to catch Harry red-handed. Oh, well, perhaps another time.
Doctor?
Yeah?
Come over here to the window.
Yeah, what's wrong?
There's two men in a car parked just across the street. One of them looks like Harry.
Let's have a look. Yeah, that's Harry, all right. I wonder.
You wonder what?
What time does your husband usually return from work?
He should be home in about 10 minutes. He usually stops at a shop in Lowry Road to buy a newspaper.
Right, get on the phone to that shop. See if you can speak to your husband.
Well, I'll have to look up the number in the
Well,
phone.
go on, do that. Hurry then.
Oh, very well.
If he hasn't arrived at the shop, keep the line open till he gets there. Tell him to stay in the shop.
Here's the number.
Right, dial it. It seems that Harry and his mate are waiting outside to ambush and murder your husband.
What?
I said I'd dearly love to catch Harry Shide at something red-handed. Now's my chance.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cooper. This is Bridget Reeves speaking. Is my husband there yet? He always gets his evening newspaper from you. Oh, I see. When he arrives, please call him to the phone. I'll wait. It's a very urgent matter.
I'll go out the back way, use one of the neighbours' phones. If we do this right, we can spring a trap on Harry and company.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Cooper. I'll hold on. He says my husband's just arrived. He's calling him to the phone.
Tell him that under no circumstances is he to leave the shop.
Right.
In any case, Harry won't suspect anything for another 10 or 15 minutes at least, which you say is the usual time your husband arrives home. We may even be able to stretch it to 20 minutes.
Is that how you're going to trap Harry?
Don't you worry. I've thought of something. Harry's such a great believer in payment of debts. Right, let's see if we can make him pay a debt to society. He's been thieving since the day they let him out of detention after the war.
He's in detention?
Yes.
But I thought he got a medal for saving Owen's life.
Oh, he got a medal for that. As I said before, it was the only decent act of his life. Apart from that, he was bad news through and through. Nah, he's a strange one, that Harry Shide.
Hello, Bridget.
Owen, yes, now listen to me. You're to stay in the shop. Do you understand? Don't come home. Stay in the shop.
Why? What's going on?
I can't explain now. Just trust me. Everything's going to be all right.
High Adventure is produced by Henry Diffenthal.
High Adventure.
Tonight's story is entitled The Day of the Jackdaw by Denver Morgan.
England, 1944. The tide is turning. The once victorious German armies are in retreat. Daily, the heart of industrial Germany slows almost to a halt under the incessant aerial bombardment. The invasion of Europe is only a matter of months away. The preparation and planning is painstaking, and the men of MI6 Special Services Unit play a vital role. This is the story of Lieutenant John Williams, who joined Special Services some 3 months before the Normandy landings. Sit down, Lieutenant...
Williams, sir.
Oh, yes, Williams. Now, why have you volunteered to join Special Services? I see from your file that you've worked in intelligence since the beginning of the war. Done a very good job, from what I hear. Don't you feel perhaps you'd be better employed at London headquarters?
Well, sir, the war's been going on for nearly 5 years. I've seen no action in that time. Many of my friends have been killed. I feel something of a fraud staying in London.
The application form states your French is fluent.
Yes. At university, I majored in languages, and before the war, I spent a number of holidays in France with my mother. She used to paint there.
Oh, really? Was she Laura Williams?
Yes, that's right, sir.
I've seen a number of her works. She's well, I trust.
No, she died some 3 months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. And your father?
Well, he left my mother when I was a small child. I hardly knew him.
I see that you're single. Any plans to marry?
I do have a fiancée in Scotland, sir, but, well, we don't intend to get married until the war's over.
You're going to join this unit is probably a very wise decision. Are you aware of what we do here and what you'll be expected to do should you survive the course?
Only what I hear on the grapevine.
I'll explain. If we accept you into the Special Services, you'll first undergo a series of aptitude tests. Depending on the results, you'll be trained as a general liaison officer to work with the resistance in France or be posted to a special commando sabotage unit.
And what form does the training take, sir?
The course lasts 3 months. During this time, you'll be instructed in the sending and receiving of messages using our standard portable transmitter. 10 parachute jumps, 3 of which will be undertaken at night. Every aspect of unarmed combat, including some of the more unpleasant ways in which to kill people. Weapon training. Various programs to test your stamina. The advanced use of high explosives. Map reading, and finally, you'll accompany a commando patrol on one of their routine raids into enemy territory. Do you think you can handle it?
I hope so, sir.
I think that's all. I wish you luck and say goodbye for the moment.
Goodbye?
Yes. Be away for about 3 months. See you when I get back. If you're still here. Sit down, Williams. Well, how do you feel? Glad the course is over?
Oh, in a way, sir, but I feel I could have done better.
And looking at your report, you appear to have done extremely well. Tell me, how well do you know the Rennes area?
Well, rather well, sir. I spent some time there in 38.
Williams, you've been selected as a liaison officer between ourselves and the resistance in Rennes. Before you answer this next question, think very carefully. You don't have to take the job. Are you prepared to go into the area and undertake what will be an extremely hazardous operation, to say the least?
I volunteered for special services, and if there's a job I can do, I'll do it.
Very well. Let's clearly understand one thing. Whatever I say to you now is top security. You will discuss nothing with anyone from this moment on. Until you leave for France, you'll be confined to the training area. Meals will be taken in your room, and you'll report to me here daily. I am the only one who knows of your pending operation, apart from one senior officer at GHQ and one man in France.
When am I likely to leave?
Within the next 5 days.
Can I ask exactly what I am to do, sir?
Yes. It's obvious to all of us in Britain that the invasion of Europe is imminent. And you can't hide the build-up of ships, equipment, and men. So the Germans are well aware that we're coming. What they're not sure of is where we'll strike. The invasion will be both seaborne and airborne. It'll be the job of the airborne troops to get behind the coastal defenses and thus harass the enemy from the rear.
Will this be both paratroopers and glider-borne forces?
Yes. One beachhead which we hope to establish is on the St. Malo coastline, which is relatively free of concentrated enemy forces. Your job will be to set up the reception arrangements for incoming gliders. The local resistance forces in that area are expecting you. You'll arrive approximately 4 days before the invasion forces leave this country.
And when our forces have arrived, what will be my function?
General liaison work until you receive further orders.
And how do I get into France, sir? Sea or air?
Air. You'll be dropped by night. Your code name will be Jackdaw.
How will I know my contact? He's at 15 Rue Madeleine, correct?
Yes, 15 Rue Madeleine is a small pet shop run by a man, Pierre Sagan. Here's a photograph of him. And when you arrive, don't go straight to the shop. Reconnoiter the area thoroughly and make sure the place is not under surveillance. Once you're inside the shop and you're positive that the man serving you is Sagan, identify yourself by using your code name, Jackdaw.
And then what?
Sagan has a radio transmitter in the basement of his shop, and he'll radio your arrival to us.
And do I stay with him?
No. He'll find you a hiding place on the outskirts of the town.
This fellow, is he aware of my mission?
No. As far as he's concerned, you're just another British officer sent in to establish landing zones for aircraft, bringing in supplies for the resistance. Under no circumstances are you to take him into your confidence. Use him. He's lived in the district for years. You'll have 3 days in which to work. From your maps, radio the grid references of your chosen landing strips, and then wait. Hello, Dixon here, sir. I've got our man. Williams, Lieutenant Williams, just completed his course. Details: weaponry, average. Demolition, below average. Parachute training, fair. Unarmed combat, lacks killer instinct. Stamina, below average. Command of French language, excellent. General assessment: this officer is not recommended for special services and should be returned to his unit. Yes, sir, that's just what I thought. Perfect. He'll leave in about 3 days' time. Jackdaw. Operation Jackdaw. Very well, Williams. Let's go over your cover again. What's your name?
Jean Sinclair.
Occupation?
School teacher.
What are you doing in this region?
I was in the French army, taken prisoner and released on health grounds. My doctor advised me to live near the coast. My lungs are weak.
What do you intend to do whilst you're here?
I hope to secure a clerical position.
Do you know anybody in this region?
No.
Why did you come here?
Oh, as a boy, I spent a holiday here. It's always appealed to me.
You were in the French army. What unit?
A company clerk, D Company, 7th Tank Division.
Who was your commanding officer?
Colonel Pirot. He was killed 3 months after the war started.
Very well, Sinclair. Here are your papers. You'll report to the Commandant's office every Friday. Williams, you must be a little more definite with your answers.
Oh, yes, sir.
Fair enough. Next point. Under no circumstances are you to carry any arms. If for any reason you're searched, you must be clean. Come to the table over here. These are the clothes you'll wear. They're all of French manufacture and about 3 years old. We've had photographs made of you in French army uniform. There's a collection of old tram tickets, some French money, discharge papers from the German prison camp. That's all. You'll have no written instructions. After arriving in France, make for Rennes and go to 15 Rue Madeleine. You know the rest. Any questions?
If I'm caught?
If you're caught, do your best to maintain your story. If it's broken, merely give your name, rank, and number, nothing else.
Will I have a cyanide capsule?
Oh, I think that's a little melodramatic, Williams. You've only to survive for a matter of 3 to 4 days before our forces join you. We've had too many agents take their lives under most minor interrogation. Also, the Germans make a thorough physical search of all suspects before they're interrogated. Anything else?
No, sir.
Right. You leave tonight. Thought I'd come down and wish you luck.
Oh, that's very good of you, sir.
Now, you got everything?
Yes, checked and double-checked.
We expect to hear from you tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
Williams, just one final word. If they do catch you, don't talk. If you do, hundreds of men could well lose their lives.
I understand, sir. Goodbye.
Navigator to pilot. Left. Left to shade. Straighten her up.
I'm giving Williams the green light now. Hold her steady. There he goes. I've lost him in the cloud. Let's go home.
Good morning. Does it always rain like this?
Not always, monsieur. You must be a stranger here. We have wonderful summers.
Well, I must come back in summer. Oui. This is a very nice shop. I'm looking for a pet for my young daughter.
Oh, certainly. Well, what can I show you? Perhaps this puppy, huh? No? A kitten?
No. Too expensive to feed with the rationing.
Oh, something smaller. Let's see. A bird, perhaps, huh? We have some lovely budgerigas.
That's a good thought. As a little boy, there was one thing I always wanted. Do you, by any chance, have a jackdaw?
Oui. I think we might have a jackdaw. I have another place at the back of the shop. Would you come through? When did you get here?
I arrived at 3 a.m. this morning. It's taken me all day to get here. I had to lie low for a while. There were a number of German patrols on the road.
Just routine. Nothing special. Tell me, when are they coming?
You mean the invasion?
What else? I long for the day when France will be free. Why have you come?
We want to build up your supply of arms so that you can be of real assistance to our forces when they arrive. The dropping by parachute is proving unsuccessful. I'd like you to take me around so that I can select a number of landing strips. Something suitable for, say, a Dakota.
There are plenty of farmlands around here. Landing strips will be no problem. The aerial defenses are poor. Troop concentrations aren't great. The main build-up is to the east.
Where's your radio?
Down in the cellar. You want me to contact London?
Yes. Just give them my code name, Jackdaw. They'll then know I've arrived.
What is your name?
It's better if you don't know that. Use the name I'm traveling under. Jean Sinclair.
Bon.
Tell me, I don't expect to be here more than 3 or 4 days. Where am I to hide out?
There is a small farm on the outskirts of town. It is easy to find. It is the only one with a windmill. The land has a stream running through it. He uses it for irrigation.
And when do we leave for there?
As soon as it is dark.
What about the curfew?
Oh, don't worry about the curfew. I know this town like the back of my hand. The German patrols will never catch us. Now, there's a bed in the cellar. Rest there. I'll wake you when it is dark. Now, bring you some food later. John, wake up. It's time to go.
Right. Now, let me get my shoes. I'm ready.
We'll go at the back way. If for any reason we run into a patrol, let me do the talking. Jean, you can see the windmill silhouetted. Beautiful sight, no? There is a barn on the left. That's where you will stay.
The farmer, he knows I'm coming.
Of course, he can be trusted. Don't worry. We'll see him later. Come on, hurry. The moon is coming up. Open up. It's Pierre.
Good evening, gentlemen. We've been expecting you.
Huh?
No, Saga, don't. Leave that gun in your pocket alone unless you want to die.
I'd rather die than be taken by you pigs.
I take it you don't want to join your friend.
I don't know what's going on. Why are you here? What have we done wrong?
Please, don't play games with me. You're an enemy agent.
Me? An agent? You must be crazy.
I have your name. Jean Sinclair. Now, what have you to say?
You're mad. Here are my papers.
They're good, but not good enough. No, don't try to escape. The place is completely surrounded. Let me introduce myself. My name is Major Heinrichs, military intelligence. Answer my questions, and there's a chance that you won't be shot. Refuse to cooperate, and you'll be handed over to the Gestapo. You know what that means. Now, don't start denying who you are. We know who you are. What we want to know is why you're here. Your friend on the floor can't help us, I'm afraid.
I've nothing to say.
Sinclair, I beg you to see reason. You think that being a hero will give you immortality? They'll soon forget you. You're dead anyhow. In terms of the Geneva Convention, I could have you shot as a spy right this minute.
Well, why don't you?
Because with the invasion forces building up on the other side of the channel, it's essential if we to defend the coastline to glean every scrap of information we can. And I don't believe the British sent you here on some routine mission. For the last time, why were you sent here?
I have nothing to say, Major.
Dixon here, sir. Williams has picked up on schedule. Yes, at the farmhouse. Sargon, dead, I'm afraid. Yes, sir. Very good man. A Major Heinrichs used to be with the SS in Berlin. Very competent officer. No, sir. Williams does not appear to be cooperating. Heinrichs has called in the local Gestapo. Our agent at police headquarters will keep us advised of developments. How long? If I've judged Williams correctly, we'll know in the next hour or so. Yes, sir. I'll keep you advised. Drinks at the club? Yes, that would be very nice. 6:30. Excellent. I look forward to seeing you, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Sinclair, can you hear me? How much more of this do you think you can take?
Sinclair. School teacher. Sinclair. Sinclair.
Sinclair, you are going to die. Another day with the Gestapo and you're finished. Tell me why you were sent here.
Oh, don't threaten me with death, Major. Death I would welcome. How proud you must feel. What an excellent soldier you are.
You think I like this? What do you think would happen to me if I don't obey my orders and get the information they want? I'd be shipped off to the Russian front to freeze to death. In heaven's name, spare us both this agony. Why were you sent here?
Leave me. Just leave me.
Get me field headquarters. Major Heinrichs. Good afternoon, sir. I'm sorry to bother you. The prisoner still refuses to talk. I think he'll probably die on us. Yes, the Gestapo. Very well. We'll try again. And if we fail... I see. Good night, sir.
That's all I can tell you, sir. I carefully picked this man, but he hasn't broken.
Dixon, I've always relied on your judgment in the past, but I don't like the way things are going.
I accept full responsibility if this mission should fail, sir.
Williams will be very pleased, I'm sure. Your source of information on police headquarters in Rennes, reliable?
Been working with us for years. He'll be worth a fortune by the end of the war, and what we've paid him.
The invasion is 2 days away. If this little plan of ours doesn't work, we'll look rather foolish.
You don't have to remind me, sir. That Williams chap, completely unreliable.
Field headquarters. Major Heinrichs here. Good evening, sir. Good news. The man has broken. His full name is Lieutenant John Williams, formerly with military intelligence in London, transferred to the Special Services Unit 3 months ago. His mission? It appears he was sent here on a reconnaissance trip. A reconnaissance trip? I can't hear you. Yes, the line is poor. It looks like there's going to be a heavy concentration of airborne troops arriving in this area. I can only assume St. Malo is to be the landing point of seaborne troops. What do you suggest? Yes, the 9th SS Division and the 113th Panzer Division. Move them here. It does weaken our front a little, but this man Williams is, I'm convinced, telling the truth. No man could lie under the circumstances. No, he's still alive. Very well. I shall get onto the commanders. We shall have the reinforcements in the area by dawn. The British paratroopers are in for a surprise. It'll be Arnhem all over again. Thank you, sir. I look forward to seeing you. Yes, we have some very good French fries.
Can't understand it, sir. There's still no news.
Pity. There's nothing really we can do, but I don't think this will go down as one of our better plans, do you?
Oh, there's no need to rub it in, sir.
I suppose Williams is still alive. I mean, you don't think he'd have died under interrogation, do you?
These Gestapo chaps know their business, and I don't think they'd go that far. This whole affair is getting a bit embarrassing. I was censoring the men's mails this morning, sir, when I came across a letter from William's fiancée. She hasn't heard from him for the last 2 weeks. She's getting a little agitated.
Yes. I think it might be a good idea if you destroyed anything you have on paper in regard to this operation. It would be disastrous if the truth came out. Bad for morale. Particularly us tipping the Germans off about William's arrival.
I've already taken that precaution, sir. I'm also preparing a telegram for William's fiancée. It's the standard missing in action, presumed killed. I shall follow it up with one of my better type letters of condolence.
Well, I better be getting along. Keep in touch.
Wait, sir. This could be it. Hello. Yes, put him through. Yes, I know it doesn't make sense to you. Just give me the letters. I'll decipher it myself. Yes? Yes, I've got that. Thank you.
Well?
Pass me that code book, sir.
Well, don't just stand there. What does it say?
It says, the jackdaw is singing. Lieutenant John Williams had deliberately been given incorrect information by us, his superior officers in Britain. He managed to hold out for 48 hours before breaking. The information he gave to the Germans resulted in substantial German army reserves being moved to the Rennes and Marle regions and held there, thus weakening the defenses on the Normandy coastline where the Allied invasion actually took place. Lieutenant Williams survived after having been sent to a concentration camp. He now lives in Surrey, England, and has drawn a permanent disability pension since 1945. I stayed in the army after the war and rose to the rank of general, and am now on the retired list and spend my leisure time bird watching.
High Adventure is produced by Anne Freed and directed by Henry Diffenthal.